museum pieces.
We're hot.
Right, we're hot.
We are hot. Whoa,
That's why we're on the hoodies.
Yeah, I like nothing like just starting.
That's true.
A little off guard
We should
on
have
your back
somebody
heels.
get the museum pieces in.
Yeah, we should actually. Just a quick programming note. Going to shout out to Bravo. Is going to go get some stuff for us, but we also need something else that we didn't talk to you about.
Yeah, that's true.
Jeff needs 2 items from the museum, please.
That's
but we'll
true.
get to that. Okay. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, nothing like a cold open.
That's right.
How's it going there, folks?
Toasty.
Welcome. 343 Halo stream. This is our December stream, kind of our year-end wrap-up. The last time we will talk to you in this capacity until 2018.
Excited.
Jeff, how goes it?
Oh, it's good now, man. There's
late
a
night,
lot,
long week,
of
huh?
a lot of late nights this week by a lot of people, and a lot of energy expended for some really excited stuff that we'll talk about, I'm sure.
Yeah, we're going to get into all that and kind of break down all of today's big news, big announcements. Tashi's going to be joining me in a little bit, so we'll talk about Halo World Championship 2018, all the big news. Speaking of big news, we don't have any other new announcements for today's stream. So if you're looking for the next big Halo game update or teaser, sorry, you're in the wrong place. So we are here to make jokes.
Not going to happen.
Talk about 2017.
That's our first joke.
We want to talk with you all in Mixer, so thanks for showing up here and helping us out here today. We will be talking to Tashi, like I said. We're going to talk a little bit about yesterday's Halo 5 hotfix, which includes a retuned battle rifle.
Yeah.
So
feels good.
Due to popular demand, Quinn's going to come back on for a few minutes and talk about that.
Is he going to draw stuff
I
again?
hope the whiteboard will make a reappearance because that's now also a popular thing.
That's going to be interesting.
And then we have none other than Mr. Halo Gear himself, James Mondo Smith, is going to stop by.
Yeah.
And, still just enough time left to do some holiday shopping. And, of course, he would love you to buy lots of Halo gifts this season. So he's got a nice little array of cool stuff to show you and check out. And then
his badge only works, really, as long as people are buying things from the Halo Waypoint store.
Yes, keep the lights on over in the Halo Gear side of our building. And then we're going to play some Castle Wars. So, again, thanks for joining us. Shout out to our friends here in Mixer.
Yeah, I see a lot of familiar, friendly faces.
I see Sticker Boy.
Dust
I see
Storm.
Green Skull. What's up, Green Skull? People are commenting on this wallpaper behind us. I would like to give a shout out. This is our 2017 holiday artwork created by 343's Jeremy Cook.
Yeah.
He's an art director. Did a lot of work on the Halo Wars 2 team. Now he's been rolled into kind of the Halo team proper. I think that actually made some fake news headlines recently, right? About 343 hires Jeremy Cook away from Halo Wars 2.
It's interesting. A lot of times people will see something and then make assumptions on what that means or crazy things for the future, or even like what a job title means about what someone does.
Yeah, well,
so,
he has always worked as an art director here at 343.
Yep, done a lot of really cool stuff. We've got amazing artists that work on a whole bunch of different stuff all across the studio. He is one of many, incredibly talented. We've got a lot of really cool people work on stuff that you have seen and stuff that you will see later in the future.
So we're going to release this art online probably next week, but we're just teasing it here today. So I see some folks in chat asking for it. We will get it to you, don't worry. But for now, it's an exclusive.
This is our Christmas card, material.
It is our holiday card. You mean?
That's right, holiday card. Oh,
yes. Yeah. Okay. So I thought we should just kind of start, Jeff. It's kind of a long and winding road, but let's just look back at 2017 briefly here with our fans. Kind of a big year for Halo in some ways, kind of not in other ways, obviously. No big new game announcements. But this kind of, for me, if you really look at it just in the volume of what the studio has worked on, what's happened publicly, it's kind of been the year of Halo Wars 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Halo Wars 2, of course, if you don't know what that is, Halo Wars 2 is a follow-up to our RTS game, our real-time strategy game, and introduced a lot of really cool new things. Probably most excitedly, a really cool new faction and antagonist. We have Atriox, and it also brought us some more blur cutscenes, like just oozing goodness those blur cutscenes do. I absolutely love them.
It has. And, if you haven't yet picked up Halo Wars 2, I do recommend just keeping your eyes open throughout the holiday. It was heavily discounted during Black Friday.
It's true.
And I suspect
we may have a code here.
I think we will. We'll probably give some away here in chat.
Chances are good.
My favorite thing, personally, aside from the game for Halo Wars 2, has to be one of the highlights, I think, in all of game marketing. It was the War of Wits ad campaign that we ran for Halo Wars 2. That was Atriox and Cutter in real-world settings, bringing comedy to the franchise in a way that we haven't seen before with Halo marketing. So I think it'd be fun to just take a quick look at that.
We should.
And in case
we should
missed
refresh.
it,
if you haven't seen this, you got to check this out.
Yeah,
it's
so
awesome.
Michael, when you're ready, let's take a look at the War of Wits commercial.
This baby's yours for 6K. Do we have a deal?
3.
6!
I will get this car for 3K. And this is how.
I'll open with a strategic withdrawal.
Wait, hold on.
You'll counter with a disinformation campaign.
I'll talk to my manager and see what I can do. Just a little longer. I'm talking to no one. Great news! He said we can do 5999.
Then I'll bait you with psychological warfare.
Let me talk to him. He seems more flexible.
A pun? You know I hate puns! You catty little two-faced opposable
Which will prompt a
pun
verbal
sucker.
assault.
I will tear your head off and hang it from the rear view like a No!
With collateral damage.
Sorry. Came out wrong.
The evidence of which will not look good in my online review. And that's how I'll get this car for $3K.
Well played. How about a warrant?
Warranties are for suckers.
All sets of idle except no takebacks, no substitutions, no trades.
Get the Ultimate Edition and play 4 days early.
I love watching in chat, just like even people like, love this, best commercial ever.
It is. It's good stuff.
It actually ranked pretty high, if I'm not mistaken, on like one of the top viewed YouTube like videos on YouTube or something.
It wouldn't surprise me. It was
yeah,
really cool. And, I remember, don't lie, because when we heard that
Oh, no.
concept and it came across people's inboxes internally, everyone's like, really could not help but be super skeptical and kind of concerned.
Absolutely.
Right?
I was going to say the same thing as like, we're not going to pretend like we like heard this in the very beginning and we're like slam dunk. We're definitely skeptical. Like even not even just for us, but like hope it turns out well. Hope like fans like it. But oh man, like I remember us seeing the first cut of it, and we even saw it like before they were all done, and you still have like zip line lines attached to a crane and Atriox and everything, and so. It wasn't even done yet, and we were all just rolling.
Yeah,
it was
that's
good stuff.
That's a shout out again to the 343 team. Obviously, had a heavy hand in that, but also Microsoft partners and our agencies. Everyone just did a really great job of being true to the source material, and now we have an awesome Atriox life-size statue in our lobby here as a full-time sort of artifact.
It's like an immediate first stop for anybody that comes in, whether it's somebody from the community or even just somebody here on various Microsoftian business. They love to come in and check out the full-size, life-size Atriox. It's pretty awesome.
So I'm going to take us back in time here just for a minute, just to stay on the Halo Wars 2 topic, just for a minute, because I kind of went through Waypoint the other day and went back through all of our blogs for the year just to kind of jog my memory, because we've actually had quite a lot of stuff happen over the last 12 months. But going all the way back to January 20th, which is when the Halo Wars 2 Blitz beta kicked off, public beta. Do you remember that?
I do. I remember that graphic.
And I would like to give a shout out to
red Atriox graphic.
RTS Yodavids, who I've come to talk to quite a lot in the months since, one of our most hardcore players. But he actually had the most wins of anyone online during the Blitz public beta. So Yodavids, thank you for that.
That was a cool time kind of watching those leaderboards shift and watch, the grind was real for that period of time for sure.
And I think it's an example of interesting novel concept, had some new takes on RTS Halo Wars gameplay, but I'm willing to admit that it didn't quite resonate with everyone.
Yeah.
And, we tried it. As of today, it's not one of the most played modes in the game, but there you go. It's still there. Fast forwarding from that, though, we had a deluge of content updates and leaders, if you recall.
Yes, we did.
Lots of updates.
We did. I feel like we still have updates. Like it's they're always coming. In total, we had 16 leaders
in the game right now.
Yeah,
right.
and
that's
for
including
Halo Wars
Awakening
2.
the Nightmare, right?
Yep, that is including Awakening the Nightmare. So
and then we shipped 7 standalone leaders as part of the season pass. So we had a bunch of single leaders.
We had like 6 come out, even just like right from the beginning. We had Forge, Sergeant Forge, that was like right attached to it at the very beginning, and then we kind of opened up the season pass salvo with Consano and Colony. It was really cool because it kind of gave us and gave Halo fans and players a way to explore some really cool characters and even ways to play that you haven't necessarily gotten to. Colony's a great example of that, and actually still remains one of the most popular DLC characters.
Yeah, well, Colony is interesting. Colony has, based on the data that I've seen, was kind of the second most played character overall, aggregate. I do wonder if some of that was skewed in the last few weeks as this colony exploit sort of came to life, and he was quickly became OP. But
those hunters always looking for
I think he
for an
was
edge,
super
yeah.
unique, had a cool gameplay mechanic. The voice acting was amazing, and
that
Colony
was
instant
a big kind of surprise. Is everybody was super excited, and then I remember initially hearing like, oh, it's gonna talk. Is that gonna kind of sound weird? And like the second they heard the voice, audio team for Halo Wars 2 working on that was just spectacular, because that was one of the. No matter what people thought of the character or even the gameplay, everyone's like, but he sounds incredible.
Absolutely.
And I totally agree.
So here's a trivia question for you. Who do you think is the most used leader in Halo Wars 2 total since
the
launch?
most used.
Number one leader. And it's not that exciting of an answer, but I'm curious who your take is.
I mean,
if chat might know, let us know.
Yeah, let's do. I want to hear some of the. I have a guess.
Who do you think is the most popular leader in Halo Wars 2, just based on how on usage, games played?
Hi, Dark Knight.
Eric Ibu wins. He beat you, Jeff. It is Cutter.
It is Cutter. Oh, I was actually going to say Atriox. So to be completely honest,
Cutter,
I still would have gotten it wrong.
And I think it's kind of twofold. Obviously, there's a lot of nostalgia there with him coming back, but he's also the default leader. So if you don't pick any leader, you're going to get Cutter. So
that's true.
There you go.
That's kind of
funny
cheating,
how that works, right? What about you personally, Jeff? Personal favorite leader, Halo Wars 2?
I think I've got to go with Ripa Morami, the Arbiter.
Okay,
I really like his character. I actually liked him a lot in Halo Wars 1. I just like his character, even from a cool kind of story standpoint. But man, his units were super awesome. I love loading up his banished phantoms with just a whole bunch of dudes and sending them out. That's one of my favorite things to do in the game, in all honesty.
Yeah, me personally, I probably got to pick Yap Yap. Love him. Super funny. Cool mechanics. I love the trailer for Yap Yap that Jesse put together. Shout out to Jesse. All the DLC.
Yeah,
awesome.
Jesse.
Another beat that we had for Halo Wars, let's not forget either, it was on April 20th, 4/20, the Halo Wars DE standalone launched for console, Win 10, and Steam.
Yeah, that's true.
So people have long wanted more Halo titles on Steam, and we delivered.
That's true.
That's what they wanted, right?
True.
They said,
that's actually
Halo Wars 1 on Steam.
That was the most requested thing we could have possibly delivered. Yeah.
Sexy Trap says, oh, wow, Grim is considered a full-blown writer. Well, around these parts.
Depends on what day.
So that kind of, I guess we'll move on from Halo Wars 2, but needless to say, we went from 0 to 16 leaders with 6 months of Season Pass update, multiple SKU changes.
Lots of balance
Awakening
changes.
And Nightmare, of course, was our big
Nightmare.
E3 reveal that we talked a lot about off the show floor because we didn't really get the spotlight of the keynote, as our fans know. But what a year it's been for Halo Wars 2. I do see a lot of questions all the time about what's next for Halo Wars 2. I will say right now the team's kind of still trying to figure that out. Certainly there's work to still be done that they're working on actively regarding additional balance adjustments, want to get the game into a really good balanced state. It's kind of hard to do that when a new leader's coming out every single month and the meta is shifting radically every month.
It's something that is oftentimes hard for people to understand, really kind of like in any industry. It's hard for me to understand even watching like a professional sports team or something, like all the crazy ins and outs that go into doing what it is that they do. And it's the same thing with something like game development. The team is working super, super hard on, like you said, just kind of getting it to a really awesome state that can just kind of sustain itself and provide a really balanced experience for a lot of different players and a lot of different play styles. It's one of the coolest things about Halo Wars 2 to me is that, especially we were talking about 16 different leaders, a lot of different ways to play, and a ton of modes, cool ways to play. And now with cross-play, you've got additional ways to play and meet up with friends.
Yeah, I did.
Cool stuff.
Thanks for bringing up cross-play because I kind of want to give a shout-out too to that. It's a small team here at the studio in terms of the larger 343 picture. Super dedicated to the game, has worked really closely with the community. I think there is a very tight-knit core Halo Wars 2 community online that's regularly interacting with us on forums and on social. A lot of things have happened this year as a direct result of what fans had asked for. I think crossplay is a perfect example. We've also had free multiplayer maps come out for everybody. We've had the 4K update.
Yeah.
We've had Xbox Arena integration. They've added leaderboards. So
the Halo Wars 2 team, I think, is a great example of kind of a nimble team that's tried really, really hard to respond as often as possible directly to fan, and community input and interaction. And so on that note, in all honesty, thanks to you guys, thanks to everybody who interacts on the Waypoint forums and on Reddit and tweets at us and things like that, because you definitely had a direct effect on the game and how good it is.
We had some fun streams too, didn't we?
Oh man, we had some good streams.
I wish we had I've had the time of my
Pray
life.
For Corey.
Cue montage now, right?
That's
of us
true.
just goofing off in Halo Wars 2.
Oh man,
Thank you.
Pray for Corey.
Let's move along in our 2017 retrospective recap. And
Let's do it.
please, in chat, we'd like to hear some of your sort of fondest Halo memories of 2017. So it could be a moment, it could be something that happened in a game. Let us know. And if we shout you out and share your example, we can give you a digital prize here in our Mixer chat. But let's talk a little bit about Halo 5. Obviously, a little bit of a quieter year for Halo 5, entering its second year since release. Halo Wars 2 being the new game, but still no shortage of some cool beats here along the way for Halo 5.
Yeah.
A couple things here on my cheat sheet. Going back to last February, we did release that classic helmet rec pack, so that was 9 helmets. Remember that thing dropped?
Yeah, speaking of like actual kind of direct response to fan feedback and community requests, that was one of my favorite drops actually in Halo 5 period, was that rec pack. I love just, that was so good. Great selection of helmets.
Yeah, and I'll give a shout out. I don't have all their names here in front of me, but remember too, we tapped into the community themselves to create all of our assets we used to kind of market and promote that. And it worked out awesome. From
absolutely.
The trailer, the
That's
actual
true.
trailer was
a community-made trailer,
and all of our
a lot of our social assets.
9 days of social assets, all also sourced by the community.
I think that
was a
really,
fun project.
I think that in all honesty, it sets a kind of a tone for Halo 5 throughout the year. Is that it's been a year of kind of growing and listening to the community and letting you guys kind of help shape some of where things are going, and hope it bodes well for the future.
Let's ask our chat here on Mixer Chat. What was your favorite new playlist introduced in Halo 5 in 2017?
Oh, there have been some good ones.
There have been a couple, and I probably am missing
I don't know
one or
if
two
my
on
favorite
list,
one is the one, in all honesty, that's going on right now.
It could be. That did debut in 2017. Of course, Scrim's talking about Castle Wars, which returned to Halo 5
Super Fiesta
today.
this year or last year?
That is a great question. I know Super Fiesta existed before.
I think it was
came,
last
but
year,
yeah,
right?
Come on.
I know. It just feels so fresh every time I play it.
Well,
it
it's
feels
got
like
new
it could have
maps.
been
It's
last
been
month.
refreshed. It had the Halo throwback maps were added to it.
Yeah.
As this year, it has grown.
That's true.
But we've had
We had the
based on
Halo, the
what I saw,
H3 classic
Castle
throwback.
Wars, Halo 3 Classic. We had Rock and Rail introduced this year.
I see a lot of H3
I am seeing
throwback.
a lot of shout outs here for Extermination.
Extermination was so
really
good.
good take on
That was so good.
on a game type that according to many needed a breath of fresh air. So I enjoyed that a lot. Also looking at my notes here, of course, we had, it seems like it lasted the whole year, but we had many weeks and months of weapon tuning discussions, right? As the Sandbox team ventured into uncharted territory and decided to kind of freshen up the sandbox. And
it's as much an adventure for us as it is for you.
Yeah, I think no less than 40,000 words were written about weapon tuning. So
40,000 meetings as well.
That was super awesome. Just the experience of that communication process internally and then externally, and getting that feedback back from the fans and seeing that pay through even today and yesterday when the BR changed. This is an ongoing process. So on the weapon tuning note, I will say next year we'll probably be looking to kind of revisit some of that. And when Quinn's here this afternoon, we'll talk a little bit more about that. As I was looking through these old updates, though, I was remembering some interesting things like the update that made heavy aim go away. That was also in 2017, right?
That's true.
Or the time
Tashi from my mind.
The time Tashi introduced on a strictly test basis a new thing we were calling the ability tracker.
Yeah.
And of course, that has now become the de facto the motion tracker that we use for competitive HCS play. But it was earlier this year. It was just a glimmer of an idea, and
that's right.
Now it's
a lot of cool iteration testing behind that.
What? What, Tashi? Well, you wrote the blog, so as far as I'm concerned, it was all you. So.
That's true. Yeah, if you write the blog or the press release, it was all you that did it.
Shout out to Tashi for that. What are we seeing in chat here, Jeff? Anybody else?
I see a lot of like Extermination, best game type to replace Breakout. Duquesne says, "Forget weapon tuning. We need a race for a playlist." Well, maybe if you want to made more good maps, we could have enough to make one.
If you can stop making race maps with cars that sink into the geometry,
that's true.
We'll be good to go.
I mean, you step up your game there, Duquesne. You know,
I don't want to talk too much about HCS because Tashi's going to be coming up here in a few minutes. But as I look through my cheat sheet, man, was it a year for HCS? I'll tell you, we have had tons of events, tons of money given away. We've had team changes, new players hitting the scene, lighting things up. We've seen settings changes. It's just been a very
Those, in all
exciting
honesty,
year.
were some of my favorite moments, even just from a Halo standpoint this year. And just, and I don't want to steal like anybody's thunder, but just really
Yes,
cool
you do.
moments at like Daytona and Atlanta and stuff like that was awesome.
All right. Well, we'll talk a little bit more about HCS in a few minutes with Tashi. A couple of the things that don't really fit into a category, though. Here goes all the way back to January 12th. I can't believe it's been that long. So
You're like Casey Kasem. For,
January
like,
12th, 2017, Project Hagar footage leaks online.
Oh,
sets the
man.
Halo community ablaze. And of course, we're
that's
talking
true.
about that prototype project that was kind of the Mega Bloks Halo young audience game, if you recall. I don't even know where that leak came from, but we saw some gameplay online.
Yeah.
343's Bonnie Ross chimed in and talked about how we were always exploring concepts and nothing
super
immediate,
cool.
nothing planned for the near-term future, but really cool to see the reaction to that.
Yeah.
And I think even internally, a lot of people are like, "Wait, what? We almost did that?"
Yeah, I think that's both like, what? We almost did that? And they're like, wait, people are excited about that. So, yeah, it's definitely no plans or anything for the future, but it was really cool to see the reaction. And I, for one, would love it. That'd be awesome. We love our friends at Mega Bloks, and it would be cool to have a game like that.
And then, as I look through my last bucket here, we've had a lot of events. We've had our team scattered across the globe, of course, not just with HCS events, but a personal highlight for me, my first RTX Austin. What an event that was! Super
Greatest
cool.
rooftop pool of the world.
From the rooftop pool
That's
to the blenders and bowls with Bravo to just meeting tons of fans and kind of having such a casual trade show environment where we can literally just talk and hang out all day, right?
It was awesome, and not only that, but we had like such kind of like a spread of like Halo offerings there, even just to do and interact with. We had everything from newer stuff, like we were showing off new Halo Wars 2. I believe it was Awakening the Nightmare Firefight stuff from E3, but then we also had the back compat. It was the first time people got their hands on that.
Yep.
So had
That's
a little
right.
bit of old stuff.
Didn't even mention that. I skipped over that in my notes. Of course, we also launched a bunch of back and pat games this year.
That's true.
Who can forget the summer of Halo? Wow, what a
yes.
summer it was, right?
Man.
I mean, what
Just-
a summer, right?
what a
just
It,
hit after hit
It
after
was
hit,
a summer, just
lighten up the
bombshell
headlines.
after bombshell.
But those back and pat titles did come out after a little bit of a delay, and I think we're all better for it now. So, Jeff, I think as we want to wrap up this segment and keep the show moving, one thing that we're trying to do, I mean, one of my favorite things as the year ends is I love seeing like the retrospectives and like the top 10 songs and top 10 movies. So, kind of been asking people around the team just generically, hey, what are your top 3 things for 2017? I left it open-ended because some people maybe have picked Halo things, as you will see in a minute. Some people have picked totally non-Halo things. But for you personally, we talked about this a little bit. What are your top 3 things
Just
for
anything?
2017?
So,
what would you like to put in that category?
Yeah, so one of my favorite things to do at the studio, as much as I love writing all sorts of things and helping create content. One of my favorite things to do, in all honesty, is to hang out in our museum, especially to give help give tours to everything from groups to fans that come out. And so I wanted my top 3 things to be additions to the museum, but with a little bit of a twist.
Okay.
Because we have all sorts of like official first-party kind of artifacts, but one of the amazing things, one of my favorite parts about the museum is not just the stuff that comes from us, but it's actually the stuff that comes from you guys. We have like an amazing array of stuff that is created and donated actually by the community, by ridiculously talented members of the community, and some of that actually gets shown off in our museum right alongside all of the other artifacts. So I want to.
Whoa, just being called out because you
what?
got engaged this year and it doesn't even make your top 3.
Oh,
snap.
I thought we were going Halo related.
You're right.
But,
I know. I didn't say anything.
I mean,
There's no
I guess
rules,
I
but,
did. I did make a girl a promise. And I put a ring on it. Those are
Okay.
Halo related, so
You're
I could have
Okay.
included that. So
Well, let's check out these museum things,
All
and
right.
maybe your engagement ring will end up in the museum someday
yeah,
as well.
that's
I mean, it is a replica Halo ring, right?
It's the only way to fly.
All right, so we have our
this-
Bravo's going to just pass in this little guy for us.
This puppy right here is
really cool
legitimately
addition to the
larger than
museum.
I am, which isn't saying a whole lot. This is Nornfang. This is a full replica of the sniper rifle employed by Linda, specifically in Halo 5, and it's also used in our Mythic Shoddy Snipes playlist. It was also stolen by Unisheck off of Sean Barron's back. Helped us win a game.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true.
Last night.
It was good stuff. But this was actually completely made and donated by, it was a whole group of fans, in all honesty, who worked on this. I am not going to try and name them all and remember them off the top of my head right here. We actually listed all of them in a blog post in one of our community updates. But this thing is just absolutely awesome. And best of all, I don't glow red when I hold this one specifically. So, but this is definitely one of my favorites. So I'm gonna pass this over. I'm gonna grab the helmet.
Our Teamsters, please.
Yeah.
This is a Union set.
That's true. Everybody has to take a break.
All right, and what's your number 2 museum edition?
All right. Here we go. We've got. Oh, yes. From Brian Johnson, prop maker from Johnson Arms. Noel Johnson used both his arms to make this incredible addition to the Halo Museum. And actually kind of goes along with what we were talking about earlier with the classic helmet pack. So this is kind of classic return of the EOD helmet, which is super, super cool. It's amazing. I love it. It's got all sorts of really awesome details. I mean, even I don't know how close we can get into here, but even reprinting the look at that lovely HD.
We can go close.
Goodness,
we can go real close.
But even reprinting some of the really cool labels on here, just absolutely awesome. Love this thing.
Very cool.
Yeah. So I'm gonna.
But you saved the biggest and best for last.
I did. I couldn't bring it in here, unfortunately. But recently we had a group of fans, actually from New Zealand. Hot Glue Heroes, I believe, is kind of their
Glue Heroes.
Is their
this
group
is made
name.
with hot glue.
And they made a basically full-scale ghost that we now have in our museum, and it's actually just being fully kind of finished up today, even as the electricians were in there getting all the final wiring and everything. But you can see it right here on your screen. It is so cool, and it definitely it's a recent addition, but it was definitely awesome enough to make my top 3 community-sourced additions to the Halo Museum. And again, the Halo Museum overall is one of my favorite things. It's just kind of like a monument to the franchise and all the cool things that it has provided many, many people for over 16 years now.
Cool. Well, I'll rattle mine off real quick, and then I'm going to send you on your way and welcome Tashi up. So I'm going to change mine up. So hopefully Michael over here working the board, shout out to Michael, is on his toes right now, because one of my favorite personal Halo moments 2017 for me was the first time I ever stepped into the virtual world of Halo. For real. And, of course, I'm talking about the release of Halo Recruit. So, remember, this happened just a few weeks back or so? What 2 months ago, I guess? I don't know.
Yeah.
This was our sort of an experiment, if you will. It's a Halo experience built for the Windows mixed reality platform in partnership. And it's a free demo right now. You can check it out in Microsoft stores, or if you own your own mixed reality headset, you can download it for free. But for me, never having experienced modern VR before, trying on that helmet, stepping into the world of Halo, looking up at Chief, seeing that Warthog come flying in, to me that was
so good.
That was just mind-blowing and super, super cool, and really cool that we got to share that with some of our fans at PAX.
Yeah, I'll admit, I have not necessarily been a huge, necessarily VR, MR guy. I think it's kind of cool, but didn't necessarily think it was for me. Man, the first time I put that headset on when we were kind of doing testing and look up at the full-size Elite model, I was suddenly like, oh, I get it. I understand why people think this is so cool.
And again, it's not a game. It's not meant to be a game. It's a mixed reality Halo experience. And if you haven't tried it yet, I encourage you to go down to your local Microsoft store at some point over the holidays and give it a whirl. It's pretty cool. And for me, it's an interesting kind of taste of what Halo might be like in the future in that mixed reality space. Yeah. Number 2 for me, I think I would have to say probably was, I already mentioned this, but my trip to RTX, my first ever RTX. The main stage, the match game panel we did, just the booth itself.
Oh, match game panel.
Playing games with fans for the whole weekend. Super, super fun. So big thanks to our partners at Loot Crate for helping us be there. And, of course, our long-term friends at Rooster Teeth as well.
And Gus's Fried Chicken.
Number 3,
basically
for me personally, after a year of internal struggles and battles, was when Bonnie and I are on stage, finally bring up MCC.
You delivered!
The great news that the studio will indeed go back to MCC, working on a cool update for Xbox One X next year, which also will involve kind of some improvements and fixes across the title. So we will have more to say about that next year, but suffice it to say, I'm super excited. I can't wait till we roll out the public flighting, get the fans involved.
A lot of cool discussions.
Start working and seeing new MCC updates rolling out next year. So stay tuned for more on that front. And with that, Jeff, I think we're going to let's take a look at what some other folks around the studio have listed as their top 3.
Yeah.
And I'll be back in just a moment with Tashi, and we're going to talk about Halo World Championship.
I'm excited to watch that segment.
Hey guys, what's going on? Dursky from 343 Industries here. I'm excited to share with you guys my top 3 clips from Halo 5 in 2017. Starting off with number 3 is one of my favorite clips. It's on Eden. In Super Fiesta, I get a Kill-tastrophe. It really shows how I utilize the spawns on this map and just kind of predict where players are going to be.
Throwing grenade! Damn, you're good! You are not messing around. You're unstoppable. The bigger they are. Okay, now I'm impressed. Oh, good shoot! Well, you got plenty for everybody.
How are you this good?
From the hip, in the sky.
Number 2, another sick clip from Eden where I get to utilize our Spartan abilities that we have in Halo 5. Here you'll see me have 2 clutch ground pounds that secures the overkill and allows our team to win the game.
Perfect kill! You're on a roll. That's a double. And that's a triple. Bigger they are. Damn, you're good!
Number 1, one of my favorite ones, is coming from free-for-all on Mercy. I get a sick overkill to secure the win and just end it off with a sick snapshot.
You got 5 minutes left. From the hip, in the sky. That's a double. And that's a triple. Next kill takes it. From the hip!
I hope you guys enjoy these clips. Have a happy holidays and a happy new year.
Hey everyone, it's Unishek here, and we're going to be talking about the top Halo montages of 2017. I have quite a few on my mind, so I'm going to try and rattle off as many as I can, as fast as I can. We're going to start with some of the top pro montages, which are Snipe Down and Commonly. They had some great gameplay. It shows you why they're pro players, and fantastic editing by Hastings and Snipetality himself. Then we can jump into some YouTubers who decided to take a hand at montaging, and one of those montages is going to be Turbulent by Ubernick and Elzy, which has one of the sickest intros I've seen in a Halo montage of all time, not even just this year. Then I want to jump over to Bullet Rebels Roses, which has editing and gameplay by himself, and it is a montage that I could just simply describe as beautiful. The flow, the editing, it just goes so well, and it is extremely memorable. Then I want to jump over to Eli X's first Halo 5 montage, which has some of the highest multi-kills and sickest multi-kills in a Halo 5 montage, especially this year. And I wouldn't forgive myself if I didn't mention Mint Blitz, who has consistently been releasing Halo montages since Halo 5's release, and often does them for every new playlist that we launch. His quality and consistency both deserve a shout out. Lastly, I'd like to jump into some classic Halo montages, and we can start with Anomaly, which has gameplay from Fat Rat, Eli X, Ishii, and Yoshi, with editing by Apple Fanatic and AA. This was the best group montage of the year, and it featured gameplay in Halo 3. While Anomaly was the best group-tage, Yoshi went ahead and made a montage edited by Apple Fanatic on their own, and that brought out some of the best individual gameplay for Halo 3 this year, so Yoshi's H3M1 is deserving of its own title. Last, but certainly not least, would be Hyena's Death Machine 2, edited by Wonderland. Hyena's last montage lived up to our expectations and delivered even more mind-blowing plays from Halo 2. Hyena, thank you for being such an inspiration to everyone in the Halo community, and please know that your presence will be missed. Well, it looks like I'm out of time, but before I go, I want to say thank you to you guys, the montage community, for making so many entertaining videos this year. Your skill, creativity, and passion does not go unnoticed, and I'm really looking forward to what you guys can do in 2018.
All right, we're back. Hey, what's up, Tashi? Welcome.
Hey. Thanks for having me.
Is this our first time on stream, like, together?
I think it is. I was with Andy last time,
We've missed each other in segments. Speaking of, I mean, I feel a little bit of deja vu here because you guys almost made these same announcements on that stream, right?
Yeah, we were just about there, yeah.
Up until the very end, we thought that's what it was going to be a little bit, right?
Yeah, and finally all the information is out there. So
speaking of, I want to get into that in a minute.
Yep.
Big day for HCS and Halo World Championships, but I think you guys put out a video this morning that might be a good starting point, right?
Yes, so Robbo and our team did an amazing job putting this hype trailer together. Reaction online has been amazing, but for anyone who hasn't seen it, cue it.
Every single event, every single scrim has been leading up to this moment.
These are the best Halo teams in the world. This is the focus.
Nothing but intensity.
This is your source for the top Halo competition in the world.
The money that's on the line, it's insane.
These guys, they've proven to us all that they deserve to be here.
It's a great chance to be on that stage and prove what you're made of.
It's not just about the money that is on the line, it's about the pride.
Knife Down is on fire! This is the Halo World Championship.
Dude.
Sick trailer. The chat was lighting up there.
MLG? It's a thing? It's real?
It's so weird to like say those three letters in that order.
Say it.
MLG.
Yes.
Wow, that was actually
right.
I felt something. I think that's the first time I've said that out loud in forever. I have to like watch for the past few months. I've just been watching everything I say, all the words and tweets that I construct. I make sure the letters are properly capitalized and don't give away anything.
I mean, I think a lot of people in the competitive community obviously have wanted this for quite some time. And recently, I just feel like more and more there's just been this growing sense that everybody just felt like it's happening, it's going to happen. How hard has it been to just kind of bite your tongue? And it's taken a long time, right? This has been in the works for a long time.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, all of 2017, we've gone through the process of making big changes to Halo esports and the way we interact with the community and how we take their feedback and the changes we want to make to it. And obviously, partner relationship was a huge part of that. And so partnering with MLG, who are absolute experts and historians in Halo, and as passionate as we are in Halo, you know, I was down in Dallas for their Call of Duty event this past weekend and had an opportunity to hang out with a few of them there. And all of the people I met were just like, I'm so excited. I used to play Halo back in my, you know, they had all these awesome stories about what Halo means to them, you know. And I mean, it means a lot to me, too. I used
Absolutely.
I came from the community. Like, I used to play and compete, not as good as any of our pros here. But my first event was MLG Playoffs 2006, and I got to sit right next to the main stage, and I watched T-Squared and Ogre 2 and all these guys. Unfortunately, Carbon beat Final Boss. But it was amazing. And so now, you know, when I look forward to 2018, you know, sky's the limit, man. I'm hyped.
Yeah, I mean, I've even come full circle, too, obviously, being on the Bungie side when MLG was just kind of in its early days. And at that point, I mean, I'll be honest, it was no secret that they were really just viewed as kind of a thorn in the developer's side, right? So thankfully, I think the best thing Bungie could have done back then is just say, here, fine, take our game. Here's a little space for you. Just go off and do your thing. And boy, did they. They've grown themselves into an empire, and I think are forever synonymous with Halo, competitive Halo, and it's just great to see it all come back full circle again.
Absolutely. I think something that I look back and is awesome, too, about, you know, working with MLG is a lot of the older players in the scene had the opportunity to play on the MLG main stage, but we have a lot of new players with the HCS since it started who used to watch, you know, your Ogre 2s, and they used to dream of becoming a pro and playing on the MLG main stage, and now they will get that opportunity, which I know means a lot to so many of them.
Awesome. Well, again, congratulations to you and the team and to our partners at MLG. This has been many, many, many months, possibly even years in the making, but it's finally happening. It's really here. So that was a huge part of today, and I know it's just a relief to finally be able to get it all out there, and the response has been awesome. So very cool. Today we also, you guys revealed some real details about the Halo World Championship itself, the roadmap, where we're going, what the whole tour is going to look like. So I thought we might just take a few minutes and just hit some of the high points. Cool. I know you guys have a lot of information available online, so where should people go if they want to find the real details here?
Yeah, head to halo.gg/HaloWC 2018, and that should have all of the blogs and links that you need. Also check out news.xbox.com. we've got a press release there just talking about the announcement with MLG. So lots of information online, stuff to really read and digest, and of course, let us know if you have any questions, comments, whatever the case may be.
Yeah. So do you want to just kind of quickly
Sure.
run through what the big pillars are? What does the road to Halo WC look like, and where are we going first?
Absolutely. So Halo World Championship is broken into 4 regions. So North America, which will be operated by MLG, Europe, which will be with our partners at Gfinity, who we had an awesome, for everyone at HCS London, I think you can attest to this as well. HCS London was incredible, sold out event, the biggest actually since the Halo 3 days in Europe. So looking to improve on that even more. We've also going to have an event in Australia for the first HCS Open event in Australia. That's with the ESL Australian team, who are, we've been planning the event already. Really hardcore Halo fans over there, and really passionate. They have deep ties in the community over there, so really excited about that. We've also got in Mexico City, we're going to have an open LAN event, and that'll be with our partners Camelta. And so they work with the Gears of War team a lot and the Xbox Mexico team, so they put on some kick-ass events.
Awesome. Hopefully I'll get to go to 1 or 2 of those this coming year as well. So looking at my schedule here that you put out today in this fancy roadmap, we have it right now on our stream. It looks like we're going to kick things off in sunny Orlando.
That's right. So going to the East Coast, Orlando is going to be a global open event. So kind of key format details here is anyone from any of the participating regions can come and compete. No teams from there will qualify directly for the finals, but you will get valuable pro points to kind of take back to your region and improve your standings in your region and as you qualify along the way. Another key thing there is we're going to be flying in top teams from around the world based on their standings in online play. And so teams from North America, Australia, and all of the different regions will get, entry into pool play and flights and hotel coverage. So that's something new that we're improving for this year. That was a big one from our team organizations, looking for support on, just their investment into the scene. So really excited about that one. Shifting on over then to London. So this will be at the Gfinity Arena. This is going to be February 23rd to 25th. Key details here is top 4 teams. Now this is a regional open qualifier. Anybody can come compete from the Europe and Middle East region. Top 4 teams will qualify directly to the Halo World Championship Finals. So that'll be the big first one that gets people into Worlds. A few weeks later, we go down to Australia, which I'm really excited about this one. I was able to jump on a call with a few of the Australian guys yesterday, Lunchy, Benno, and Ads, and they're all really excited about the event. It's going to be my first time in Australia, so I'm really excited about that. I'm hoping they, welcome me with open arms there, but we'll kind of see. But yeah, so top 2 teams from that event will go to the Halo World Championship Finals, and that's an increase from last year where we just had 1 team. So that community is really, they're super resilient. And, some of the guys I mentioned have really done a great job of keeping that scene, strong and competitive. And so I think they'll really do some damage at Worlds. After that, we go to Mexico City. And so this is where 1 team will go to the Halo World Championship Finals. And that event is going to be crazy because everything will come down to that grand finals match. Everybody's going to put it all on the line, so that's going to be nuts. Following that, the weekend after, we'll be at the MLG Arena in Columbus, Ohio, and this will be the main qualifier now for North America. So we're going to take the top 16 teams in points up until that point, fly them over to Columbus in the MLG Arena, and then top 9 teams will make it out of there to Worlds. So that's going to be insanely competitive.
Halo Columbus it doesn't get more classic than that either. So
it's true.
It's a homecoming.
It really is. Yeah, we're gonna have to roll out the red carpet for the Ogre Twins or something.
Dude, looking at this schedule, man, you are going to be racking up some air miles, and you're going to be gone for a long time.
I know. I just got gold status for next year, so.
You're set. All right. Yeah, you guys have an action-packed February, March, and then of course it all culminates here.
Yeah, Halo World Championship Finals will be right here in Seattle. So things that really excite me about that one is obviously Seattle's an amazing, I've been here for almost 4 years now since I moved from New York. Seattle's an amazing city and, great location, very popular city. And, because it's in our backyard, we can do a lot of, special things to kind of go all out for this event and create a more intimate experience with Xbox and 343 that we really couldn't do anywhere else. And want to provide that unforgettable experience for players, fans, and really anyone in attendance.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Another thing I think is going to be awesome is that the whole team can go if they want to, right? And so many people in this building haven't had the opportunity to come out to an event in person, and it's just nothing like being there. It's a game-changing perspective. Everyone that's gone to an event comes back here.
Different people.
Two things like I hear constantly is like, holy crap, that's a lot more work than I thought it was. I'm exhausted. And then like, oh, damn, I'm super excited now to go back and like take these learnings and apply them to the work I'm doing. So
I think it also just energizes the studio to see you have such a direct connection with the passion. And sure, some players might be yelling and screaming at their opponents and whatnot, but the energy in the room is insane. And it's contagious, honestly.
It is, absolutely. So that is a super busy February, March leading up to our $1 Million Finals right here in Seattle. You know, we did talk a little bit about the MLG game battles, but in case we missed it, I don't know if it was thrown out there or not. But that's going to start on January 13th, right? So
that's right.
Not too far away. This whole thing is just weeks away from starting.
Yeah, actually, almost just under a month away. Halo World Championship qualifiers will taking place online on Game Battles platform, and that's for all regions around the world. So there'll be weekly tournaments and ladders for you to go in and get as many points as you can. And like I said earlier, these points are really important to help get travel coverage for each of the events. So you want to get online, you want to get your teams ready, and you want to start getting all the points you can.
Awesome. So I don't want to go into a whole lot of detail on this stream, but you guys also released a lot of information today about the formats for all these events.
Yeah.
Anything there just at the highest level that you want to share here on the stream?
Absolutely. So there is a format blog. Just head to Halo Waypoint, and you can see all the news there, but kind of hit on the high-level ones. So regional split for finals is different. Obviously, we've increased from 12 teams to last year up to 16, which is amazing. And in 2016, the way it split was 8 for North America, 4 for Europe, and then 2 for Australia, and then 1 for Mexico and Asia. So Asia is not in competition this year like last year, so that final spot will go to North America. And obviously, they've been the most competitive region. I think no one would kind of argue with that. So that's one of the big format changes for this year. We're also, like I said earlier, taking teams from all regions and flying them around. So even not just Orlando, but for the main qualifiers, if you're a top 4 team in your region, you'll get flown out to that open LAN. And obviously you'll get top 4 seeding too. So that's providing huge. A lot of support for the organizations and players to make it out to these events and kind of give them that all-star experience.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
The last thing I just wanted to touch on briefly, because I've seen a lot of questions and chatter about it, and we don't have to go deep here, but just any high-level words you want to share regarding settings, because a lot of people are really eager to kind of understand. Like we've experimented with some stuff, we've changed a few things here or there, but I think we're basically settled now, right? Settings are mostly locked for Halo WC.
Yeah, settings are mostly locked. I think what you can expect is, Magnum starts with the ability tracker that you mentioned earlier. Really the same settings that we had throughout most of the year after the 2017 Halo World Championship. And so these settings are rock solid, super competitive, right? We had different champions on all of them. They're really proven and I think show, high quality gameplay. One thing that I'm really excited about now is Oddball will be in the rotation. So we'll have a new game type to kind of freshen up the map series rotations and all that stuff. And I believe that came out today in the playlist, right?
It's live as of this morning.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on tonight streaming. Hopefully no one gets their God Squads and tries to snipe me. So be nice to me, please.
Yeah, but we want, over the break, we'd love as many people as possible to jump in there, play Oddball. And my understanding is Strong Side work really closely with our pro player community to help kind of lock in on the maps and settings for Oddball. And now we just like to get a lot of people in there to hammer on it for us to make sure it's prime time ready.
Yeah, and so after the holiday break, like you said, Strong Side will be on calls with pros, getting kind of the final feedback and touches before we lock, before that January 13th online date starts. But yeah, Mike has been on calls with pros like crazy. Like he spends all day just like, he's like a, old school phone operator. Like, I've got MakeWin online too. And it's been insane. So yeah, and thank you to all the pros who've been really helpful providing all their, detailed feedback that Mike has been working with the team on to address and stuff. So
awesome.
That's been great.
Well, again, we hope to see some people playing over the holidays here on our playlist. And I think before we send you away, just to kind of wrap things up, we've been doing this top 3 thing. So, like I said earlier, it's been a crazy, pretty awesome year for Halo Esports in 2017. Tons of events. In a lot of ways, you guys keep pushing the program further. What's Tashi's personal top 3 for 2017?
Top 3. So I would start with DreamHack Atlanta. That was the biggest HCS event that we've actually ever had. And so we had 93 total teams there. And the previous record was set in St. Louis 2015 in January. So it had been quite a while since, we started doing open events again, and we had seen kind of steady growth since that first one in Orange County, and it just exploded in Atlanta. There was like amazing community support, and it was really great to be part of DreamHack and all these other, awesome games and esports titles going on. So I would say, yeah, first one on the list there is definitely DreamHack Atlanta. So yeah, thanks to everybody who came out to that event too. That was huge. Next on my list would be the very first Microsoft Store tournament. We obviously grassroots and local play is super core to Halo community, and so we're really excited to partner with the Microsoft Store team to kick off these events. And the first one, I think we had modest expectations going into it, and the community absolutely blew us away. I mean, we had insane participation from all around the world, all of the stores, and the thing that really resonated with me is we created this hashtag for people to kind of share pictures of the event. We were going to retweet a few. And, I mean, I could not believe how many people were not only sharing their photos, but meeting new people, just having an amazing time. And it felt like for that moment, it was like a Halo holiday. And everyone who wasn't there was like, damn, I need to be there for the next one. So that one was really special to me, and I got to go to both Bellevue and U Village stores here in Washington. I made sure I made it to both, but yeah, that would be my second. My third would be today's big news. It's been a long time coming and worked really hard. Big shout out to everyone here at 343 and on the HCS team for all the support and kind of putting our heads down and working really diligently. Some of the things that I don't think people really notice, but there's a lot of effort and a lot of people that work on this program. So you'll see the Halo World Championship logo behind me, which a lot of people have commented on is, really sexy. A lot of people, work really hard on things like that and on the business and legal side, and just everybody. It's a massive effort. And kind of what I talked about in October stream is the level of support around esports from 343 has never been greater. And at that time, we couldn't really detail exactly what that meant, but today we were finally able to. And I think the community has responded the way that we'd only hoped and more. So, yeah, I'm so excited for 2018, man.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Tashi. Before we send you away, any final parting thoughts or shout-outs you'd like to give? Because we won't hear from you again. I hope you get to go take a little bit of a break, sleep a little bit.
Maybe.
I know you'll be grinding, streaming all through the holidays, but we won't see you on stream. So, final thoughts, final words.
Cool.
The floor is yours.
Yeah, so thank you to all of the HCS players, fans, viewers, and team organizations for joining us this year. It's been an amazing and crazy ride, and I think 2018 will be even crazier. And then a big thank you to everyone at 343 for the amazing support that you've all given us, and thank you to our partners for 2018, MLG, Gfinity, ESL, and of course Gamelta. So, 2018, Halo Esports has never looked brighter. And I was posting on the Team Beyond forums last night or a few weeks ago that I've never felt more confident in what we're doing since the HCS started. And so I really, like when I say like Halo Esports in 2018, like it will be the best year yet, like that is absolutely my goal. And the team here, I feel like we're really set up to achieve that. So yeah, I can't wait. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, congrats again. Thanks for joining us. Let's take another look right now at another 343 folks top three, and we'll be back in a moment with Grim Brother 1 and Mr. Halo Gear to talk to you just a little bit about some cool holiday gift ideas for this season. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Josh Mankey, a lead engagement designer. And for my top three this year, I picked up a new hobby, building Gundam plastic model kits. And my favorite three that I built this year are first was the real grade full Vernian, which I like because of the amazing detail it has. Second would be the new Verka, which is a master grade, and I really like its really strong stance. And my third favorite would be the master grade sword Impulse, which has a very aggressive stance, and you gotta love those swords. I'm looking forward to next year to making some even better ones, and I'll try to post some of them on Twitter, because I know that's why most of you really follow me.
Hey, this is Tom French. I'm the multiplayer director at 343 Industries. For this, I picked my top three bands I discovered this year. I love music, gets me excited, it's the thing that keeps me moving at work. A lot of great music this year, but here's the top three bands I discovered this year. Number 3 would be a band called Facial. They actually had a record released last year that I didn't find until this year, and a friend of mine turned it on, and I freaked out, became obsessed with it. Went and saw them at my favorite club up here called the Black Lodge, and they blew me away. Between every song, the members of the band switched who was playing drums, who was playing guitar, who was playing bass. All the songs are like catchy. They're kind of a mix of like a Nirvana and like a noise rock kind of thing. They're really amazing. I fell in love with them immediately. My number 2 pick is a band called Girl Band. They're from Ireland. They are very like, again, I guess I really like noisy music this year. They're very abrasive and kind of in your face, but their songs are really catchy. And the drummer plays almost like quick techno beats, like really just syncopated and like locked in time. And the singer's vocals are just crazy, and his lyrics are nuts. And I don't know, I worship them. And I think there was a moment where that's the only thing I listened to for about 2 months straight. The number 1 band I discovered this year is a band called Mind Spiders. I've actually heard them a long time ago, but kind of didn't really fall in love with them. Their first record was a little kind of garage rocky. It had this really cool cover that kind of stuck to me. But they released a single from their new record that's coming out next year, and I absolutely just worshipped the song. I listened to it literally on loop from 10 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock at night that night, and so I became obsessed with them. And now they have 4 records already, and they're absolutely fantastic. Super catchy songs, hooky. Just, I don't know, I fell in love with them, and I can't stop listening to them. Now that's my current thing. That's all I can listen to every day, and so I can't wait for their new record next year. So that's my top 3 new bands I discovered this year. Hopefully somebody digs in on some of those, and if you can get 1 new fan out of those, I've done my job correctly. So good luck and enjoy.
What's up, guys? Yay! We've got some ridiculousness happening behind the scenes.
Live.
Yeah, over here. You can definitely tell this is live. So welcome back. Again, I'm Jeff, Grim Brother One, and I am joined by my very, very good friend, Mr. James Monismith.
Hi, Jeff.
Yeah, at Halo Gear himself. How you doing, dude?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Gearing up for the holidays? That actually wasn't. That was not intentional.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, right. Goodbye.
Just kidding. I'm back.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely gearing up for the holidays.
And first of all, of course, Tom French would have like his top 3 bands.
Yeah,
like ridiculous bands.
I love all of those bands. Yeah. Sexy Spiders.
What's funny is that like Tom actually said that he was in those bands. It would not surprise me.
Oh, right.
in the slightest. I would be like, yep, you're correct.
Those are your bands.
That's where you go at night.
Yeah,
that's true. So it has been. We were talking. Sketch and I were talking earlier about it's been a busy year.
Yeah.
Really for Halo all up, but specifically, you guys just keep bringing the heat when it comes to awesome Halo stuff. Everything from the new novels and books to new toys and collectibles, like the Legendary Crate.
Yeah.
I mean, just awesome stuff. Kind of give us your thoughts on the year in Halo stuff.
Well, we have to keep food on the table, Jeff.
Well, it does.
No, I mean this is just it's Halo consumer products, Halo gear. It's a work of passion for all of us. Everybody in my team, we make all this because we want it to exist. Like we don't put out anything that we wouldn't want to own ourselves, even how ridiculous it might be. We want to own all of it, and most of us do own all of it. So yeah, we did such incredible work, and what I decided to do was handpick my favorite items for this year to show you guys, the fans, what I would recommend buying for your loved ones for this holiday season.
So if you were piloting Santa's Halo sleigh, as we see back here,
that was me.
These would be your picks for what would be in the back.
Yeah, exactly. And let's take a look at these.
Yeah,
huh?
let's do it. Let's rifle through. What you got up first?
I don't know what any of these are. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. Well, bye, guys.
Let's start first with my always
bands.
favorite is our Mega Constructs line.
These
some really
get better
awesome
and better.
stuff. Yeah, I mean, they're always you're gonna have a home run no matter what.
Yeah.
On these things, this guy is fantastic. The gun goose action, we
were talking yesterday that this actually feels like a Halo nursery rhyme, like the goose and the shade.
The goose and the shade.
Yes.
Give me another rhyme.
Nope.
Moving on. Okay.
So I just realized we were ready to
put that down so I don't block myself the entire time. These things make great stocking stuffers or quick gifts or from that Secret Santa. But the new, it's really hard. The new Halo Heroes line from Mega Constructs are actually all Halo 3 themed this year. So
and we kicked those things off with probably my favorite like Toymation video
that thing is absolutely
and that's saying a lot
fantastic.
because I love those things and have been lucky enough to see some of those and help them along. And that was just amazing. That one was my
it was
favorite.
great. And actually, what I got right here is one of the hard to find Cortana. So bringing Cortana for the first time by herself. Previously, she was only available in the Halo 4 set with the Didact. Now I can't remember the broadsword set.
Yes,
that was the only time you get Cortana
That's
before,
right.
and now we finally have her as a
Actually, my
standalone.
favorite part of that is the little guilty spark.
Oh, the little guilty spark.
Yeah,
Yes,
I love it.
It's
so
great.
good.
And then this guy is like my favorite thing. I literally pulled that for this. So this is it's a TRU exclusive set.
Yep.
And the name again? Oh yeah, the Faithful versus the Fallen battle set.
We tried to get it to be called the Unishek set, but there was just some weird licensing going on because this is actually based off of Uni's pride and joy, the Infection game type.
That we,
and if you
this
can
came out
kind of,
during,
if we get a little bit of a
zoom
zoom in on there,
Whoa,
you can actually see that
Zoom.
the
There it
figures
is.
have like that translucent, cool green zombie infected effect on them, which is super cool.
And as you'll notice, this is actually comprised of Noble Team because this came out during the Memories of Reach pack, and so all the different armor sets in here, you have all of your favorite Noble Team members.
Awesome.
For our literary friends out there,
oh yes,
the
not our
literary
literal
ones.
friends. Those
not
are
our
different.
literal ones because they don't get this stuff.
No,
we have a great selection of books. I mean, we have the brand new, just came out, Legacy Onyx. I know you love this book.
I love it. I love
it's
that
fantastic.
cover too.
Oh, the cover's great.
So
and
good.
as to keep our theme of our female badasses on the front cover, we also have Halo Retribution 2. Both of these, the last two books, very, very, very fun reads. Available at Amazon if you want to give them a Kindle, whatever. They're out there. They're great for someone who wants to pick up a book over the holiday season, get into some Halo fictionness, then a little more fun. And I hope I'm not going to fall over all of this as I lean over.
It's probably going to happen.
Yeah, I know.
You've spoken it into existence.
The Halo adult coloring book? This is something that, as an adult, we can get this on that lovely mornings of present day.
That's right. And
just
feel
spend the whole
zero
time
shame.
Yeah, it feels. I mean, look at
awesome.
just so many, just black and white.
Yeah.
Zoom in real quick, and people can just screen grab and,
That's
and
right.
make their own. book.
My favorite thing to do is reveal controversial lore tidbits that people think weren't new.
And I can't reach out. Jeff, will you grab that?
This right here?
This, I think, is the
this right
piece de
here.
resistance for publishing for this year is our Halo Warfleet book.
Yes.
So, I mean, really deep dive into all the lovely spaceships that we have, battleships.
Smells like well-drawn
that we have
spacecraft.
in the Halo world. But it's
amazing.
just pretty. This
It
is
is.
a pretty
I think we should show just what do we have? What is it open to? Yes.
What is that?
This is actually the Forerunner Dreadnought that you arrive at the end. It's what Chief is riding in at the cliffhanger of Halo 2 and what you arrive to open up the portal in Halo 3. And actually, this is the first time, the Anodyne Spirit, it's the first time anyone that we revealed the name, actually, of the ship.
See, this is why we bring you on these things. Someone's got to know this information.
I guess so.
What else we got here? Oh, okay. So these things are awesome. First time, I don't know if when you were a kid, if you did Revell model kits. I made so many different cars as a kid.
Oh yeah, I was just going to say definitely like their race cars were
and,
some of my
and
favorite.
I saw what they did last year or 2 years ago with Star Wars with Rogue One. I thought they were so cool. The kits that they put together. So of course we had to go out and do it as well. And I think these ones turned out absolutely fantastic. So we have both the Warthog and the Pelican.
Yeah.
I mean they look great. You can easily do it in 35, 40 minutes. So it's something you can do right, present morning.
Oh yeah.
Open it up, get it done.
To me, these are like a great kind of like middle ground between like pre-assembled toy, but model.
Yeah,
like,
I mean it's
a nice little like middle balance. It's a huge
and
range
with the lights
of skill.
and sounds, it's something you can play with, but at the same time you have fun putting it together.
Absolutely.
And of course, my favorite products that we always put out is our Halo Legendary Crate.
Yep.
Which I will hold up here now. So there's not a lot of time with this one. As a reminder to everybody out there, tomorrow is the last day that you can order the December Halo Legendary Crate, which will include this amazing Halo 3 Master Chief. You can zoom in on this guy. I love him. He is awesome and so much fun. The entire crate is Halo 3 themed in honor of the anniversary.
You can make your own little Starry Night
And,
trailer
you know,
with it.
it'll start shipping. A lot of people will get it before Christmas. Some may not, but it'll start shipping in about a week or so. But tomorrow is the last day to order. And as a special bonus, one lucky person who orders this crate is getting an Xbox One X from Loot Crate. That is our mythic drop.
That's
an Xbox
that
One
is a
X
mythic drop?
That's definitely a mythic
Wow.
drop. So one lucky person is going to get an Xbox One X along with the crate. So make sure to get those orders in by tomorrow at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Dude,
I know.
that's ridiculous.
I'm good at this. Wait, but there's more.
What?
What?
More?
Wait, I got more stuff. Come on. Okay, this stuff is too big to have on the table, so it's down here.
Okay, that's why I can't see it.
All right.
I also usually can't see
ow,
over very
ow,
many
I'm all right.
things.
Okay.
We've lost James.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez, James.
All right, it's big. It'll do well underneath the tree. I'll tell you that right now. But the blue MA5
as
at
the
Amazon, it is awesome. I mean, who doesn't want this? I want this.
Yeah,
you want this?
I definitely
I know
want
Sketches
this.
asked me for this.
That's true.
People
Like literally
need this
10
stuff.
minutes ago.
So I mean, it's great. Hold that, Jeff. But I've got the other thing that I'm super excited
We can do a say
for.
anything.
Thank you, Andy. The Blaze of Glory.
Yes.
This thing is glorious, huh? Yeah.
Okay.
Pun intended, but no, this thing's awesome. This will make a great gift for anybody who wants a toy shotgun.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike.
Yep, that's true.
Great. This thing's
What
awesome.
a demographic.
Oh, wait. And lastly, toys are fun, books are great, but some people like to wear stuff, don't they, Jeff?
They do. It's typically frowned upon
So
to do
why don't you look
otherwise.
under the table below you?
Whoa. What is this stream rated? Oh. Ooh.
Yeah, sorry.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Just walk down those stairs
what are these?
and down to the clothing
Ooh.
department.
Oh, man.
And you come back. So let's
the
show some of the
basement.
fun stuff. This is some great apparel from our partners over at Jinx right now, available at our Halo Waypoint store.
Oh, that's rad.
Yeah, this thing is awesome. So this is a great
Oh,
UNSC.
that screams sketch.
Yeah, it does. I think he's worn it on
Yeah,
the stream. In fact, I think he wore this when he talked to Bonnie about MCC that month or so ago. But this
that's
thing's
why.
great. I don't know where he got it. He must have bought it himself and not from me at all. But that thing's great.
Contraband
But
sketch
I think
material.
these are some of my favorite hoodies we have ever done, which are the Spartan and Elite
yes.
team hoodies. So
This is what I
depending
wore on the
who-
last stream, actually.
Yeah. Who do you want to be? You want to be Team Spartan, Team Elite? Doesn't matter. Be both.
Yep, I was always an elite, which is why people like Uni and Bravo make fun of me.
Heard it here
in
first. Grim
multiplayer.
says he is elite, so go ahead and challenge him on that one.
Yes.
But these are fantastic. They're available right now on our Halo Waypoint store. Go ahead and order those. Get those in time for the holidays. And that is all she wrote.
Yes, that is.
Wait, no,
We didn't-
there's some more.
No, I think so.
Yeah, okay.
So before you go, you can't get off that easy.
Yep.
I know we've been talking about, kind of recapping our year.
Yes.
We gave our top 3 things earlier. So in the spirit of the stuff that we have in front of us, what are your top 3 something? Do you have like a...
Yes, I do. So
Okay.
I have my top 3 favorite figures from our Halo Legendary Crate series of this year.
that's
So
a
my
good one.
first one is a little bit of a cheat
Okay.
because it came out at the end of December last year, but I'm including it. So
Okay,
sue
we'll
me,
round
'cause
up. That's
It's been
fine.
12 months,
Yeah,
so I
you
figure
know,
that
that's
counts.
true.
Yeah. So first and foremost, it is the Halo
Yes.
CE Chief. I mean, he's leaping over
It's so
a vaulting.
Yes.
Thank you. Over
Clambering? I guess,
a grunt. But
Oh,
my
it's a
favorite
vault,
part of
okay.
this, and not many people know about it, but if you remove the grunt, which many of us do, and you put Chief right in there himself, you've now got a
Breakdance Chief.
B-Boy Chief. Look at
Yeah.
how awesome B-Boy Chief
Look at
is.
that.
B-Boy Chief
Man,
is dope.
he's really in sync with his...
Now, my second favorite one, and he's delicate, and his arm is going to fall off. I already know it.
Oh, that's
But I'll
okay.
put it
We'll
back
use
on.
it in Warzone if
Is
it does.
the largest.
Well,
Oh,
there it goes.
man, did I call that
Yeah,
shot.
that's true. Now we'll just turn it
The
into a wreck
largest
card.
and most arm falling off figure we've had yet. But no, the Hunter. He's fantastic. He's massive. And
awesome.
once again,
I
I'm going to
love
go
the color
into
on it.
my. Love playing with these things. Toss this in here
Uh-oh.
like a so.
We'll do a little
and-
reenactment of Forward Unto Dawn.
Yeah. We've got a little reenactment. God,
Look at that.
darn
Chief's
it.
so amazing, he just hops on his back, Hunter's arm falls off.
Yeah. There we
Hunter's
go.
terrified.
Yeah. So now we got a little.
a little Vault Over Hunter or Fort and Dawn, the live-action series remake.
Love it.
If you couldn't get that McFarlane statue, those many 4 years ago.
It's true.
You
it
have
was gone real
a
quick.
small version of this one right here. And
You've
then
waited 5 years. Here's your chance to.
Now,
get it
my
back.
absolute favorite figure from this year.
Yeah.
I don't think there's many people who are going to disagree with me.
Mine too.
Man, look at this Arbiter.
It's
He
so
is so
good.
sick. He's beautiful. He's amazing.
I love even just the detail of having the honor guard helmet like down
right
on
down there.
It's so,
He's
it's
leaping
so
through
good.
the air. He's coming to get you. It's the Arbiter.
It is the Arbiter.
So that's my top 3.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was fun.
Very cool. Well, thank you very much for for coming on. So we've got a bunch more still ahead. We've got Sketch is going to come back on, and he is gonna talk with Quinn on some awesome BR stuff. I'm really hoping. I'm actually only staying around just to see if Quinn starts to draw things on a whiteboard again. Anybody who turned into their last stream will understand why that could be so tantalizing. So we're going to go ahead and get switched, but before we do, let's throw it over to some more of our 343 denizens talking about their top 3 favorite things of 2017. We'll see you right back here in a few.
Hi, I'm Corinne Robinson. I'm the franchise manager for Halo, and I'm here to tell you my top 3 for 2017. There are 3 things that 343 did this year that are awesome. First, we have the Halo Museum. It's grown and changed a lot this year. Lots of new items from the community and lots of fun things and really awesome events here for people to come see the museum. Number 2, the Wreck and Relief Recovery Pack. We got together with our community and raised over $220,000 for global giving. It's the first time Halo's done that, and we are super proud. And then the last thing was Oktoberfest. We got together with Forza and Minecraft and raised $75,000 for 4 different charities, and I'm really happy that 343 gives so much back to the community. And actually, I think I'm supposed to do 3, but I have 4. We also did a micro-volunteering event for Warfighter Engaged, and we had over 125 people from 343 get together to raise awareness and sign things for veterans from Warfighter Engaged, which I thought was super cool. So that's my 4 for 2017. The things that 343 did that I'm proud of. Can't wait for 2018.
Hey, I'm Kenneth Peters, Halo franchise writer, and I'm here to introduce my top 3 favorite unappreciated Halo props. First, we have the AN PRC 650C Mukhtar from Halo Reach. And I love this item because it appears everywhere in Halo Reach, broadcasting all sorts of crazy signals and messages, and most people never even realize it's even there. Second, we have the Optican Metagel from Halo 3 ODST. And I absolutely love this because, especially when you're playing Halo 3 ODST, every little bit of health counts. And finally, we have the DR44 Transit Box, the ubiquitous UNSC Space Crate, carrying helmets all throughout the Halo universe. And those are my top 3 unappreciated Halo props.
All right, and we are back. I'm Sketch here, back again, and this time I'm joined by none other than Quinn DeLoyo. Yep. Welcome back, Quinn.
Doing it again, man. Let's do it.
We are back. I want to just talk a little bit, just briefly, about yesterday's update to Halo 5. It's part of this ongoing weapon tuning process, if you will, that I feel like we've been working on forever, but it's actually only been a couple months. But how are things first, just over in the sandbox area? Good?
Yeah, everything is great.
Okay.
It was a blast working on this stuff. It was a good learning process, getting it out to the fans and everything. And the battle rifle especially was a lot of fun working on and getting it out there. So, yeah, it was good.
Well, let's talk about the BR, since that, for now, that's the only weapon that was touched in yesterday's hot fix. I want to just give you a chance to kind of come back on, since we've spent a lot of time. I know we did do a 2-hour stream already on the BR,
yeah,
but
awesome.
On all the weapons. But the BR, of course, is something that you guys have heard a lot of feedback about. You and I have talked about quite a lot. So I just wanted to walk through quickly what has changed with this BR that launched yesterday, for folks who haven't read or haven't had a chance to play yet. What should they know about the BR now? And I think this is probably this is V4, I guess, if you will.
Yeah, V4. If you include the very first battle rifle that existed in the game.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, the the big change, there was just, well, I guess to back up, there's feedback and from all you guys. And looking at that feedback, there's two key elements that we got from that, and that was the feeling that it was inconsistent when shooting the weapon and engaging targets. And then the other big one is that it felt clunky. And that's what's just fun about being a designer, is looking at the problem and what people are telling you, and then trying to look at, really dig down and ask more questions, find out what is the reason why people are asking these things. Because if you just get those two key themes of like, hey, it's inconsistent and it's clunky, well, you can come up with all sorts of solutions to that. So the solutions we went with that to address the inconsistency was we took that out of my face.
We're just giving the people what they want, right? You're giving them the BR they want. I'm giving them the whiteboard on the screen that they want. It's just, that's how we roll, all right? Just in case you need to illustrate a point as we're discussing the newly tuned BR, this is here, right? This is here if we need it. Just if we want to help illustrate a point, we have this here.
Okay, so the action items we took to address the inconsistency was we removed the spread of the weapon when you shoot, the bullet grouping. We tightened it up more to the different iterations, but this time we just made it so it shoots exactly, we call it 0.0, just straight laser. And that was originally in there to help control the range. And so then now the way to combat the range, to make it so that it still has that range disadvantage, was we added more recoil. So a very significant recoil addition to the weapon, but it shoots true every time. What are you smirking at?
I'm sorry, I missed everyone. It is true. Dr. Leo says no one's listening anymore. Everyone is just staring at the whiteboard.
Yeah.
They're just.
It's like this awkward thing. Hey, it's stage, right? What do they say? Don't bring a gun on stage unless someone gets shot, right?
Well,
so
you're going to have to use this.
Brought it onto stage. I'm not a thespian, just saying I've known.
You're going to have to use this, right? Yeah. So, I mean, you talked about we have.
Don't do that.
The old BR that had like random spread, right? But then
within
the new BR
spread within
it's 0.0, right on the money, right? Okay.
That is the money, right on the money. That one right there. That one's on the money.
That's all I wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
Just visual
That's
aids.
where the money goes.
We live in this audio visual
All
era.
the money goes right there,
okay.
yes.
So sorry.
At that
Continue.
location on that drawing.
Clunkiness, randomness, attacking that head on. You tighten up the spread during the tuning process, but this latest version you just decided, you know what, we're just going to do away with it entirely.
Yeah, so that's gone, and then the way we wanted to make it so that players have to control their weapon a little bit more and have that range is with the recoil. So we added quite a bit of recoil and or muzzle climb, and that muzzle climb goes, and this is where you could do more whiteboard stuff. It just goes from 12 o'clock. So on a clock, it just goes straight up the whole time, straight up. There's not a crazy pattern or anything like that. It's just you shoot the weapon and it goes straight up.
It just goes boom, boom, boom.
Right.
Right?
Yep. So those are the three shots. If you have no input on the stick, then it's just going to do that. And obviously, the further away you are, the spread of that is going to get larger and larger and larger. So
yeah. So this is a very rudimentary drawing, but
yes,
closer you are, the less noticeable and impactful that recoil is. Further away you are, the more it is.
Right. And so what is the fun part of that is, as the user, what you learn is that you will have to adjust where you aim at your target based on the distance. So up close, you want to get that 4-shot kill. You're going to want to aim closer up to the head because you're up closer. Further away, you're going to want to aim much lower on the target so that the muzzle climb, those bullets will hit the head. You're not overshooting your target.
Yep.
So that's the big difference. We've also did some other quality of life improvements to address the clunky feedback. So zooming in and out is much snappier now, much faster. That speed has been greatly increased, essentially. And we also made it the view when you're looking through the weapon when you're zoomed a little bit. We put the weapon closer to the screen so it feels a little bit more visceral when you're shooting it. The recoil and everything, the gun, you just feel more connected with your weapon, and it also allows you to see just a little bit more. And then I guess we also increased the rate of fire on the weapon, so that's the time in between each burst. So it's not the speed of the burst, it's how fast you could pull the trigger after the burst is finished. So that has been increased as well. So you could shoot more, you could put more bullets down range with the weapon now. So,
cool.
So those are the big ones. And then we also increased the damage a little bit to help you clean up opponents that are weaker and everything. So yeah.
Yeah, I think overall, I mean, it's only been a day, so we know it takes time for these sorts of changes to settle and sink in, and people to kind of get over that hump. But early feedback seems to be pretty solid. You know, I think even just looking at our chat as an example, I think a lot of people had a hard time with the last iteration. Now I think people are starting to understand what we're going for, and I think a nice trade-off there between the recoil, still trying to solve for that engagement sort of outside of its intended range that you're working towards. So, cool stuff all around. And I think, you know, we hear a lot of the meme of 343 doesn't listen, but I think this is just a micro example of we're always listening. We can't always do everything that everybody tells us, but doesn't mean we're not listening. And trust me, our teams are talking to Quinn and his team constantly. He hears it from me constantly. I'm bringing back your feedback. They're looking at your feedback. So I think the BR is an example of a larger process of just kind of working with our community to figure out your guys' goal of trying to make the best game you possibly can, and our goal of trying to make sure the fans understand what we're doing and why we're doing it. And hopefully they like it, but if they don't, let's at least try to make sure they understand that it's not an arbitrary thing, and here's what we're trying to accomplish, and maybe give it a shot. Who knows? Maybe you'll like it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, so I think I'm curious to see people play the new BR over the break. Just early feedback, as I said, has already been very positive. You can get used to the recoil pretty quickly. I think it does sort of work out, at least in my limited experience, exactly with what you guys are trying to accomplish. So let us know what you think. We'll be watching Waypoint, and my understanding is after the break, the team will kind of take a step back, look at the tuning test all up, look at all the BI, the data that we've gathered, and you guys will kind of go through and look and make sure that everything's landing the way you've wanted it to land. Is it accomplishing the goals that you want to have? And then from there, decide to do one or more weapons, maybe require another round of iteration, and you're just going to kind of see where we go from there.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We're going, I mean, there's still things that we have on our list, things that we want to look at, but for speed, we wanted to get the battle rifle out there sooner just because that seemed, there's just, you know, the data corroborated the feedback, and we didn't feel good about leaving that out there through the holidays. So we do have other items that we want to take a look at, and so we're definitely looking for more feedback. If anyone wants to provide us some feedback and get that to you as well. So we're trying to get everything there, get our ducks in a row, and see where we could be opportunistic and what things we could fix and improve.
Yeah, and you know, I for one, I know any amount of change is always just going to be met with some sort of instinctual resistance, but it's pretty refreshing to see Halo 5 in its, after 2 years, still getting tended to and cared for and sort of nurtured. It's kind of a new thing, I think, for fans of Halo series. This is not typical for a Halo game. Usually you have sort of, here's the way it's going to be for 3 years, and here's the way it's going to be for the next 3 years. So hats off to you and the team for what's been I don't think an easy process. It's to go in 2 years after the fact, but I think it's a lot of great that's come out of it, and we should be feeding really nicely into what's going to be an awesome 2018 for Halo, certainly on the competitive side, but also just for everybody else that just wants to play their favorite game and have it just feel a little bit better.
Yeah, that's the goal. I mean, ideally, we could have been doing this sooner. We were just trying to get all those updates out and content, pushing, and now we had the opportunity the past few months to actually take a look at everything and try to update it. But ideally, we could have done this a little bit sooner and earlier and more frequently so that people would have been more accustomed to us doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, that's something they can start getting a little more used to now, right? Just we're easing into it. So before we go, we've asked everybody else what the top 3 is. I didn't even tell you about this before you came on, but you were in here and you've watched it, so I'll put you on the spot.
Okay.
Top 3, and if you've seen Tom French do like his top 3 new bands, I mean, it could really be literally anything you want. Keep it Halo if you want, but it doesn't have to be. I'm going to put you on the spot, though. Top 3, 2017. What's your list?
Top 3, 2017. Well, I guess I can go to, you know, here internally we're working on Halo 5. We're also working on cool new stuff. So, I mean, I guess I could do a top 3 list of the brand new weapons that we've done for the new Halo.
Yeah, no,
title.
I'm afraid that's probably not going to work out.
Number one is this.
No. That's not going to happen. Yeah.
And number 2 is the.
Wow, what?
And so that's number 2.
Wow.
And I think number 3 is tough because it's a toss up between the. and the
wow, really?
So
he is.
I
right.
think if I had to, I'd have to go with. So yeah,
Wow.
those are my top 3 for the brand new weapons we've created this year for what we got cooking on here.
So tri-wielding ARs is at the top of your list.
No, but that's kind of cool.
Okay. Yeah,
that's kind of
I
cool.
mean,
Tri-wielding.
I'll give you that
How
one.
you want me to
All right,
do?
Quinn. Well, I feel like the whiteboard was a little bit of a wash with only one weapon, and we kind of had the same gag. So I'm just holding this thing here, kind of with not a lot of purpose. But thank you again for coming back on, and also just for partnering through all of this. And thank you to all of our fans who have put Quinn and the team's weapon tunings through their paces, put a lot of time into it, have taken a lot of time to give us feedback, and this is an ongoing process, so we will resume that conversation next year. Any final thoughts?
No, thank you, everyone, and we're grateful for all the feedback, like, seriously.
Cool. All right, well, thanks, Quinn. Happy holidays to you.
Yep.
And now we're going to switch over. When we come back, we're actually going to jump into some Castle Wars and start playing some Halo 5 finally. I know Jeff and I can tend to go very long, and we have done just that. So before we go to Castle Wars, though, I'd like to throw you over now to a very special holiday message from 343's Frank O'Connor.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen of good cheer and children of pure heart. Welcome to the War on Christmas. We're going to start it with a poem. We've adjusted it to be a bit more Halo-y. We hope you enjoy it. 'Twas the night before Christmas with fireside crackle. Not a covey was stirring, not even a jackal. Strange stockings were hung by the waterfall rocks in hopes that the demon would appreciate socks. The grunts were asleep in their methane-filled beds. Strange visions of food nipples danced through their heads. Cortana in her bob and I in my helmet. We were looking for foes or for fellowship well met. But out on the halos swelled a Covenant faction. I emerged from my cryopod ready for action. Away to the battle we flew in a Pelican, but they're not that reliable, and yes, this one fell again. The moon in the sky had the strange name of Basis, but it sufficiently lit up their Covenant faces. When what to my wondering eyes did appear, but a scarab festooned with elites in good cheer. With a little grunt driver so gassy and quick, I thought for a moment he might be St. Nick. But faster than hornets his convoy approached. He yelled in Balaho, "Defenses are broached! Now jackals, now ungoy, now brutes and elites! On hunters, on buggers, be quick on your feet! Let's capture the demon or leave with his head. He's worth lots alive, but just as good dead. We'll blast him with mortars and plasma fire too, and reduce his Mjolnir to a puddle of goo." So on charged the scarab, accompanied by ghosts, leaving me and Cortana to stare down this host. And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of dainty wee hoofs. And whatever it was dropped a gift with a clatter. Something metal and heavy, was it too late to matter? I stepped from the wreckage to examine the drop, and what I saw there caused my heart near to stop. A long, bulky present wrapped up in red tissue, mysterious present, standard military issue. What invisible friend dropped off this glorious gift, purported to save us from a dimensional rift? I knew not to look a gift horse in the mouth, so I unwrapped the present and pointed it south. Cortana gasped loudly when she saw what it was. Exactly the tool we required for our cause. Whoever had left it, be they friend or a pranker, had gifted us both a full-loaded spanker. The grunt looked alarmed from the shrinking now distance, and I laughed when I saw his unraveling resistance. He tried at the last to abandon his charge. He yelled to his men that the foe's too large. Elites, brutes, and jackals, they started to scatter, but my lock-on had beeped. It was too late to matter. Their fleeing retreat had the look of a riot, as they panicked and capered and got strangely quiet. I locked on and fired, struck the scarab's main piston ring. Happy Christmas to all, because rockets beat everything. Cortana corrected me, saying, "Isn't that the tank?" I told her to shut up, and I went back inside because she had ruined my pentameter. Happy holidays, everyone.
Hey guys, what's going on? Dursky from 343 Industries here. I'm excited to share with you guys my top 3 clips from Halo 5 in 2017. Starting off with number 3 is one of my favorite clips. It's on Eden. In Super Fiesta, I get a Kill-tastrophe. It really shows how I utilize the spawns on this map and just kind of predict where players are going to be.
Throwing grenade! Damn, you're good! You are not messing around. You're unstoppable. bigger they are. Okay, now I'm impressed. Oh, good shoot. Well, you got plenty for everybody.
How are you this good?
From the hip, in the sky.
Number 2, another sick clip from Eden where I get to utilize our Spartan abilities that we have in Halo 5. Here you'll see me have 2 clutch ground pounds that secures the overkill and allows our team to win the game.
Perfect kill. You're on a roll. That's a double. And that's a triple. Bigger they are. Damn, you're good.
Number 1, one of my favorite ones is coming from free-for-all on Mercy. I get a sick overkill to secure the win and just end it off with a sick snapshot.
Got 5 minutes left. From the hip, in the sky. That's a double. And that's a triple. Next kill takes it. From the hip.
I hope you guys enjoy these clips. Have a happy holidays and a happy new year.
Hey everyone, it's Unishek here, and we're going to be talking about the top Halo montages of 2017. I have quite a few on my mind, so I'm going to try and rattle off as many as I can, as fast as I can. We're going to start with some of the top pro montages, which are Snipe Down and Commonly. They had some great gameplay. It shows you why they're pro players, and fantastic editing by Hastings and Snipetality himself. Then we can jump into some YouTubers who decided to take a hand at montaging, and one of those montages is going to be Turbulent by Ubernick and Elzy, which has one of the sickest intros I've seen in a Halo montage of all time, not even just this year. Then I want to jump over to Bullet Rebels Roses, which has editing and gameplay by himself, and it is a montage that I could just simply describe as beautiful. The flow, the editing, it just goes so well, and it is extremely memorable. Then I want to jump over to Eli X's first Halo 5 montage, which has some of the highest multi-kills and sickest multi-kills in a Halo 5 montage, especially this year. And I wouldn't forgive myself if I didn't mention Mint Blitz, who has consistently been releasing Halo montages since Halo 5's release, and often does them for every new playlist that we launch. His quality and consistency both deserve a shout out. Lastly, I'd like to jump into some classic Halo montages, and we can start with Anomaly, which has gameplay from Fat Rat, Eli X, Ishii, and Yoshi, with editing by Apple Fanatic and AA. This was the best group montage of the year, and it featured gameplay in Halo 3. While Anomaly was the best group-tage, Yoshi went ahead and made a montage edited by Apple Fanatic on their own, and that brought out some of the best individual gameplay for Halo 3 this year, so Yoshi's H3M1 is deserving of its own title. Last, but certainly not least, would be Hyena's Death Machine 2, edited by Wonderland. Hyena's last montage lived up to our expectations and delivered even more mind-blowing plays from Halo 2. Hyena, thank you for being such an inspiration to everyone in the Halo community, and please know that your presence will be missed. Well, it looks like I'm out of time, but before I go, I want to say thank you to you guys, the montage community, for making so many entertaining videos this year. Your skill, creativity, and passion does not go unnoticed, and I'm really looking forward to what you guys can do in 2018.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen of good cheer and children of pure heart. Welcome to the War on Christmas. We're going to start it with a poem. We've adjusted it to be a bit more Halo-y. We hope you enjoy it. 'Twas the night before Christmas with fireside crackle. Not a covey was stirring, not even a jackal. Strange stockings were hung by the waterfall rocks in hopes that the demon would appreciate socks. The grunts were asleep in their methane-filled beds. Strange visions of food nipples danced through their heads. Cortana in her bob and I in my helmet. We were looking for foes or for fellowship well met. But out on the halos swelled a Covenant faction. I emerged from my cryopod ready for action. Away to the battle we flew in a Pelican, but they're not that reliable, and yes, this one fell again. The moon in the sky had the strange name of Basis, but it sufficiently lit up their Covenant faces. When what to my wondering eyes did appear, but a scarab festooned with elites in good cheer. With a little grunt driver so gassy and quick, I thought for a moment he might be St. Nick. But faster than hornets his convoy approached. He yelled in Balaho, "Defenses are broached!" Now jackals, now ungoy, now brutes and elites. On hunters, on buggers, be quick on your feet. Let's capture the demon or leave with his head. He's worth lots alive, but just as good dead. We'll blast him with mortars and plasma fire too, and reduce his Mjolnir to a puddle of goo. So on charged the scarab, accompanied by ghosts, leaving me and Cortana to stare down this host. And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of dainty wee hoofs. And whatever it was dropped a gift with a clatter. Something metal and heavy, was it too late to matter? I stepped from the wreckage to examine the drop, and what I saw there caused my heart near to stop. A long, bulky present wrapped up in red tissue, mysterious present, standard military issue. What invisible friend dropped off this glorious gift, purported to save us from a dimensional rift? I knew not to look a gift horse in the mouth, so I unwrapped the present and pointed it south. Cortana gasped loudly when she saw what it was, exactly the tool we required for our cause. Whoever had left it, be they friend or a pranker, had gifted us both a full-loaded spanker. The grunt looked alarmed from the shrinking now distance, and I laughed when I saw his unraveling resistance. He tried at the last to abandon his charge. He yelled to his men that the foe's too large. Elites, brutes, and jackals, they started to scatter, but my lock-on had beeped. It was too late to matter. Their fleeing retreat had the look of a riot, as they panicked and capered and got strangely quiet. I locked on and fired, struck the scarab's main piston ring. Happy Christmas to all, because rockets beat everything. Cortana corrected me, saying, "Isn't that the tank?" I told her to shut up, and I went back inside because she'd ruined my pentameter. Happy holidays, everyone.
In their base. I can grab the flag.
We have like 4
That one off.
Let's go, we got like 4 of them together.
I got stuck.
I got stuck. I feel.
Oh, I'm about to die. No.
Almost
Get out.
grab it.
Get out. I didn't get out.
I tried. I should have dropped it.
I'm gonna try to make this shit happen. Oh my god, they're all pouring out of the base.
I would love to know what this sounds like on stream. I want to know what they hear.
Oh, he's...
I hear Snickerdoodle. Yay!
Okay,
Laird
good.
says he hears Snickerdoodle.
Okay, good, Laird.
Yay!
Shit. Do I even
Oh,
do I need
get
this
that.
anymore? Is it muted? This one?
Awesome. You guys are just joining us. Thank you for hanging out. We presented kind of our year-end review of 2017 in Halo stream, and we are now playing Castle Wars for about the next hour or so. So jump in and with our squad.
That's it?
Yeah, if you match up with us, you're gonna get a 343 Ice Unicorn skin. Highly coveted, quite rare.
Kill confirmed.
And if you don't,
Mid here.
He's sad forever. No.
He's coming out.
Sorry.
Oh, nice.
No.
I couldn't get out of the way.
Let's go, Bravo.
There's a warthog.
Only I
He's
can
turning around.
With my own grenade thrown on
Okay,
me.
Viper. You're back here with me. You're driving.
Me? No, I was.
Let's go.
Oh,
Let's
okay,
go.
okay.
Let's go.
I'll go for it.
Never mind. Jeff is driving.
Overkill.
Possibly go
I'm
wrong.
going for the flag.
There's 4
No.
chasing you, Sketch.
Ow.
Okay, that's a wall.
Actually, I'm lost. I can't find the flag. Oh, there we go.
Get it and jump out. Get it and jump out.
Killing spree.
Protect our carrier.
No, not you.
Nice.
I was like,
Grandma's
get the
doing
flag
it.
and
Grandma's doing it.
yeah, come out. Come in here. Get in.
Get in. I'll get out. Get in.
Oh.
Cover.
Oh.
I got him.
Come in, get in.
I took.
Daddy.
Get in.
No.
Get in. Oh my God.
They weren't
Out of
getting in the
way.
warthog.
Oh my gosh, this is chaos.
Let's go all the way. No, we're going in too.
Alright, that's game winning. That thing.
Oh.
All right, you're watching
Come over here. I will lead the way.
Halo World Championship qualifier. All right, now let's go.
Hey, we did it, guys.
Go.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Nope. No.
What are you doing?
I didn't do anything. It was a grenade.
Oh, I'm down.
It's getting sweaty. Oh, damn.
I just played this game for the vehicle lulls.
This game is great.
This game
Oh, hey,
is
there's
so
the guy.
good.
That's the guy. I thought he was dead.
All right, team. Invisible in the middle.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. There's Camo.
He's over here. He's over here.
Oh, he's on my X.
I stunned him.
He's going.
Oh! Yeah, it did take an hour and a half to get somebody in a Warthog.
There's a mongoose. Not nearly as good as Warthog, but I got mongoose.
Oh.
Oh, Warthog.
God.
I appreciate the touch of putting a tundra Warthog on here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh. Got him. Got him.
Oh, wait for me. Sam.
There's no room.
Oh.
There's no actual stairwell that just lives up. It's just an elevator.
I don't know.
This is not OSHA certified.
Go up the lift.
Oh no!
Oh, that didn't sound like a good idea.
No, I got 2 kills and I couldn't get the 3rd one.
If you can jump out, I've got a mongoose, and if it doesn't take us 30 minutes to get in, it will be fine.
Just gonna jump for a grenade.
For the stream, I think we're still watching Bravo's POV there.
No,
FYI,
get
for our
away.
viewers.
No, get away. Get
Oh,
away.
dear, this is tense.
Of course, I've been having a record game.
Let's go. Let's do this.
30 seconds.
Dude, I'm just going crazy, dude.
Let's do this.
Man down.
I will
Watch that blade.
kill everyone. Except those who kill me. Oh God!
We're chasing it.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. We are small. We are nimble. We are heroes.
10 seconds.
Let's do it.
Uh-oh.
Let's get it. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. There's no
Warhog
way.
in our base.
We can't get it.
Warhog's in
We
our
can't
base.
get it. We can't get it. We can't get it.
He's still in our base. All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Your castle got stormed.
Dude, I had a good game. I'm ready for HWC.
Oh man, let's do it. Let's go. I finished last. Yes.
Let's talk to MLG.
Dude, let's do it.
Can we
Halo
add this?
WC Castle Wars.
Look at that flag cap.
Halo WCCW.
Viper skills with a 30 KDA. Amazing.
Oh my
Calm down,
gosh.
Viper.
Somebody wasn't playing the objective.
Oh wow, Grim
No,
had 5 kills. I know, dude. I told you I went off.
You know.
Just went ham.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
Ham and cheese.
Penny, I want to know what
Dude,
happened with the flag.
You are the Sammy man.
I couldn't get in the
If you're just
thing.
joining us,
It wouldn't
thanks for
let
hanging out. I'm Grim Brother 1. This is Sketch. We've got Bravo in the back. We're teamed
We
up
are
with
teamed
some
up
of our
with,
moderators
our
from Halo
moderators
Waypoint. Always working hard behind the scenes, helping out. And we are playing some Castle Wars in Halo 5. Make sure you jump in the playlist. It actually just came out, I think, yesterday, right? Yeah, Castle Wars. All right, that's probably the best you've ever felt. So we're playing Castle Wars. Jump in, and if your squad matches up with our squad, regardless win or lose, you earn the 343 Ice Unicorn skin for use in Halo 5. So we're jumping around. I should select a boost. Got that grind. I'm almost at 96.
Dude, you don't need to cast the UI.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Dude, this is full UI cast, man. Echo. Ricky Boo says Echo. Rick, the name Ricky Boo sounds like an echo. Who are you? What are you talking about? Oh, really? What do we need to... Oh, that's a lot of work.
I'll do that right now.
All right, we'll do that.
I'm...
So I need to... Okay, I muted Sketch. Muted Bravo.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, that is better.
Nice.
Wow. Dude, Cernoff coming in strong.
As long as you learn from your mistakes. Sexy Trap in the chat says Grim is the definition of MLG. I would agree.
Yes, I am that is what G stands for in MLG.
Michael, can people hear me?
Yeah. Major League Grim.
Okay.
How's the chat doing? Can everybody hear us through the game? Okay. Yeah?
We can all hear Grim just fine.
No, we can.
Yes. I feel like everybody in the chat could hear me, like not through their speakers, but actually in their house.
Hey, Preemie wants to know where's Uni. Great question.
Where is Uni?
Wow.
We wish we knew.
That jerk is almost through with his Star Wars doubleheader right now.
That's true.
All right, here we go.
Yep.
New lights.
It was approved.
I mean, he gave us no choice.
Yeah, I'm not a man who shuts down a star. Okay, I just got a nice double.
Watch behind, Wolfwood.
Camo's dead. Nice job.
Oh,
yeah.
Right there still.
Got another one. Oh, no.
No! No!
Nice one. All right. That was
mow
three dead.
you down. I got you. I got you. He got me. You're a distant fade, Irikibu. Dr. Leo says Grim is the only one at good volume. I don't know if that's a tech problem. I think that's just a me issue. Oh! Oh, I died.
Mike, do we have those L3s or no?
Red sweatshirt guy's audio needs to be better. Hey, red sweatshirt guy. Who are you, even? We just pulled him in off the street. We heard he used to play the Halos.
Oh.
Get away from me. Stop following me.
Where's your headset? Where's your headset? That's how people can hear you on the street. Yes, through the.
He told me he muted it and I put it down.
What? I didn't say anything. Why are you blaming this on me?
Serious here. Real serious.
Really, guys, you're just listening to what it's like to just work here. This is this argument all day, all the time.
This is some high-tech stuff.
Dude, we're pulling double headset duty, so.
Alright, I'm ready now. Let's do this.
No!
Turn right.
School.
Oh, he had leader skills than me.
Oh no, Sam.
Yeah, let's do it.
Bye, Sam.
Alright.
If you dance at the other team, then they'll let you win. I would totally be willing actually to just try that. Like, we just stood here and danced.
Let's do it. I got him!
Oh.
Got the stick.
Yeah. Oh, they got me.
What if we did?
Dude.
What if we just
standing there
danced?
staring at the
Let's
fire.
just dance.
Well, I got the stick on that. Somehow I got the stick on that guy. I must have fallen off the map or something. Alrighty.
Alright, I'm dancing in the middle. Let's see if they let me win. I'm testing chat. Nope, he just stuck me. You lied.
We gotta try to sneak someone.
Mystic Gaming. I remember to ban him.
Got one. Oh, they got a lot coming in. Careful, careful. I got a double.
Grim, you could be a YouTube Let's Player with your commentary. I don't think that's a really good idea. I don't think you've heard me play Trials.
Let's go. You just held
I got the other two.
Nice job, sir.
We got lower thirds.
You got lower thirds?
All right,
is that a part of the base?
What the?
Oh my god, so many grenades.
Nice job. Let's go. Just
Oh,
don't stop.
that was
Just
a terrible
don't stop.
choice.
Don't stop, laddie.
They're coming up.
No!
One's up top. I'm gonna try to.
It would be funny if you added in
No!
emotes.
He was waiting for me.
Teabagging is the original emote.
All right, we got some vehicles up here. Whoever wants
Sticker
to.
might have a flag.
Whoever wants to go on a.
Oh yeah, Sticker Boy's going up. He's gonna get a pull.
Let's see it, Kenny.
Let's go.
All right, I'm sending
Let's
in
go,
a goose. Then.
Sticker
I got a goose
Boy.
coming for you.
Sticker
If we can get that pull, get a ground pound. There's one.
Let's
No,
go.
I got it.
Let's
I'm
go.
coming in here with a goose run.
No, no, no.
Oh.
I'm gonna get out and fight a bit because it's an emergency.
No, that was impolite.
So close, so close.
That was a good effort. Good effort. Nice job on
They've just got somebody just kind of stuck up there.
Grim, is that their base?
Hogs
or
up.
Grim on Death Scream, is that their base?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
This is not as good. Not as good as my last game.
What was that?
So there's two.
Explain yourself. On the ramp to the right, to the left.
Oh, I got him, but he got me. I'm sad.
Here they come.
Oh, my Viper.
Jester J. R.I.P. ears. Yeah, well, you should have seen that one coming.
Alright, let's go. No, I don't have auto stabilize.
Oh, no.
Might need it for this.
They're asking if any of us plan on playing PUBG tonight. What is PUBG? PUBG is what all the kids are playing these days.
Yes, let's do it.
Where are you? All right, let's do this.
Coming.
Me and you, Brav.
Oh.
All the way.
Here we go, ready? Head to head, let's go!
Don't stop.
Oh, we got run the F over.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Going back.
Oh, no.
Ready? I'm gonna get some swerve
Okay,
rounds going.
All right.
Wow.
Stick.
Didn't work
It's a
too good.
bad route, I'm sorry.
What?
Didn't work too good.
Bad route.
This is a stalemate.
PUBG.
Here we go.
Hi, Mixer people.
Pupka?
Halo is life.
Pupka?
Publica.
Let's go, Blues.
Laird, how cannons is Castle Wars?
I really hope this is canon.
Yeah. It probably shouldn't
We
be.
gotta really work on sneaking someone, especially if like.
I'm trying to do a little sneak
Oh,
attack
nice
side.
name.
Nice shit. Holy shit. Oh, Prophet's Bane is up, guys. I'm gonna try to grab it. I'm gonna grab it.
That was a lunge and a half. Nice grab, Grim.
Fuck. Oops. Probably should.
Let's go.
Alright, let's see this.
Go, Warhog team.
They don't know where I am.
Oh god. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Just go. Just be a sneaky.
That was a lot of pain.
Flurg.
Oh dear.
Man, I'm getting.
Oh, get him! Get the double.
You gotta start going up top.
Yeah, I'm working.
Is that good?
I'm like getting serious vertigo up here.
You are?
Oh.
Up where? You on their base?
Yes. No!
Oh, that
it's
stick, though.
It's darker, the weather's different.
Where?
All the way up top.
Grim, if you see this, I need
I'm going back up there. But first
some Mulg Halo apparel ASAP. I would also love such Mulg apparel.
Crappity crap. I did not know there were shade turrets up here. What?
Bad news. I
Nice.
gave them a
Very
Prophet's
nice.
Bane.
Oh, Snicker said a bad
Yeah, let's just
word
keep getting up top and try to make something.
on the stream. I've never done that.
We should try to be aggressive. They have good foundation.
Ain't that a shame?
There's two shade turrets.
Oh, get it!
to the base
Boom!
to provide support.
I got that pound ground.
Nice.
Right. Oh, camel right there. Camel
Oh,
right there.
get that dub!
He escaped.
Go!
He's
Rolling it,
He
rolling
backed
it.
up. He backed up.
I'm about to I'm about to get a flag.
You go there. Oh, okay, I'll come with the.
We got two guys.
Stealth download.
Nope.
Is that?
Oh.
What?
Oh, that shit! Camo on my X.
I was so
The
close.
camo's still up in my X.
I was so close.
It's not a camo. It's a Prophet's Bane. There he is. He's right there around that pillar.
Yeah, to the left
Moving
pillar.
across. He almost got run over by his team.
Get that Prophet's Bane.
Yeah, he's right behind that one.
Oh my!
Well, that was a lot of blowing up.
Watch out for the camo guy.
There you go.
Oh my! No
that
one
was
can
close.
get that guy.
Ow. Ow. That hurt.
Prophet's
Ow.
Bane's still there.
On the doorstep, on the front steps.
22 seconds.
Don't let it pull. You guys just stand there, Graham.
Yeah.
Right in front of you. I have eyes. Nade our front steps.
Oh, right there.
Got him.
Dead.
There you
Dead.
go.
Dead, I think.
Nice.
Yep.
Good.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
I got the sword.
Take that bad boy. The only this is.
Got you too. Sneaking by!
Oh boy.
All right. Hey, I've got Bane.
Oh, I forgot about OC.
Jeff's
I've got
getting
Bane. I'm gonna
triggered.
try to do sneaky, sneaky.
Jeff? Pressure's on. We should switch to Jeff's POV.
We have overtime.
Oh wait, I don't think we have an Alfred.
Oh, damn.
I got 2 on the run. All right, nice. We're on Jeff's POV. Jeff, you got to make this happen.
I'm trying. I'm trying to be very, very sneaky.
Super sneaky. Oh. I'm watching you. I'm just watching the stream.
Let's push. Oh, never mind.
Get away, they're gonna see me.
Jeff, you are just taking your sweet time.
I am.
It's good.
All right.
Take your time, Jeff. Just get in there at all costs.
We only need 1 pull.
Oh my.
Oh.
Oh,
Easy, Jeff.
He doesn't see me.
Warthog's in our base.
He doesn't see me.
Yep.
He doesn't see me.
Sketch, I'm coming with you.
He doesn't
2
see
minutes
me.
Sketch.
I think he
I got him.
sees
I got him. We're good.
Jeff, be super.
Somebody else made the pull. Jeff didn't even make the pull there. It's out. It's getting returned though.
No, he got me.
Oh, they got the Prophet's Bane.
It's like right inside their base.
Not good.
We got a minute. We gotta try to.
Not good.
It was all the clatter. It was the clatter.
Come on, Jeff.
Hey, dude.
Speed boost back up in top mid.
I know.
Oh, so close.
No, I told you. I don't even know what I said. Yeah. Yeah, make a push if we can.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Damn it.
Well, we got numbers. X, 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 X. No! You dead.
Well, at least they're not getting our flag either.
Yeah. I don't know. They got 46 seconds.
Let's just keep going. So whoever's on the next is trying to get a goose in.
Yeah.
Goose run behind all this. We have about 4 people going. Just keep baiting.
Okay, that was awful.
I'm guessing up.
Does anybody want to rotate out to the top of it? Nice bounce!
Thank you.
Oh, no.
Nah.
They got one coming towards base. They got one coming towards base.
All right, 15 seconds.
Yeah, just hang back. Just hang back. Play for draw.
Never.
Ah!
Going for the
I
Hail Mary.
thought we could have had that Bane sneak, man.
Anybody want to rotate out to the top?
All right, undefeated.
That's true.
So far, so good.
Jester J, you should try capturing the flag. You know what? That's actually a good point.
That's good. It's good
That
advice.
is-
Why would we do that?
That is
It's good
good
advice.
strategy, right there. Jester J, we're gonna have to get his gamer tag for strategic
We should run Prowler for this.
interaction purposes. Definitely not gonna ban him.
All right, good work, team. We'll get him next time.
That's right.
All right.
What's up, guys?
So,
Yeah, if you're just
undefeated,
joining
right?
us, we are
Undefeated.
playing Castle Wars. It's a special post-stream Halo community playdate. I'm Grim Brother 1.
not over
This
yet.
is Sketch. We've got Brav in the house as well. We're playing some Castle Wars in Halo 5. Yeah, there he is. The man, the myth, the MLG legend. We're playing some Castle Wars in Halo 5. Playlist actually just came back out in rotation yesterday, and we are actually joined. Our squad is made up. There's us 3, and then we've got 5 of our HaloWaypoint.com forum moderators that are joining us, making up our squad. And we're matching, and I am forgetting to put my boost on. Wow, just ruined the whole match. Yeah. But hey, if you guys get matched with us, then we will grant you, win or lose, the 343 Ice Unicorn weapon skin, which is super awesome, highly coveted, and really, really pretty.
Highly covenant.
Highly covenant.
covenant.
Highly covenant. Yes, that's
Highly
true.
covenant.
Yes. Looks great in screenshots too, and it's very wintry. So if you want to stay
Yeah.
cool when
I
it's
guess it is wintry.
already cold,
Kind of a stretch if you ask me.
tend
on
to
the
do
winter.
that. That's
kind
true.
of is.
It just happens to be frozen.
Quite stretchy. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're hanging out. Thank you guys for watching the stream early. We had a lot of fun. Hang out with some coworkers, told some fun stories. And how awesome is the Frank thing, man?
Mausoleum.
The Frank video is so good. It's so good.
Sorry,
From Hamish Beamish to Father Christmas. Oh, wow.
Let's go.
I think he can, and he just doesn't want to.
Okay, this map is by far
we
my
got
favorite.
this.
Let's make it
Let's
happen.
go back to gameplay, though.
All right, let's go.
There
Let's
we
do
go.
it.
Just use the lifts. Just use the lifts all day.
Oh, well, they got Ovi.
Oh, it's getting ugly.
And they killed me. I feel
should've
like this is going to be a quick
I have
defeat for
complaints
us.
about that.
Actually, it'll probably go up 2-0, and then go to the end of the game, so it won't even be quick.
In our base.
Oh, I still killed that guy, though.
3 more in our base. 3 more in our front door.
Zealous zombie.
Oh, yeah, they're...
I got one.
Got 2.
Toy
all
Box
over
Hero
our front
says,
door.
I just played you guys. How do I get the skin? Well, the skins
Yeah,
are
Jeff.
granted manually. We have a basement full of
Ovi's still
Halo gnomes that take down all the data and provide it to us later on. Boop, got you! Oh, okay, you got me.
On our front door.
No, actually, we will take down the data, and you should probably have the skins, I would imagine, by the end of the week. I would say right after, but we're probably not going to get to it right after.
Mike, do you have an L3?
We've lost chat up front. If we can grab that on the screen.
Bump that for me,
Oh,
please.
that was a terrible whiff on my part.
Yeah.
There is no POV, only
There's
awesomeness.
There's 3 on our coming mid.
Uh-oh, maybe in the same game as Dr. Leo. I got you. I got
We
you.
got numbers.
I got you.
Oh, I'm so glad there's no friendly fire. I would have just murdered Ryan.
Friendly fire isn't very friendly at all.
Oh, and I just gave you a hug,
How do you keep track of who gets the skin? Well, fortunately, Halo 5 has a really awesome
like there
game
was something
important
important I
feature
needed to do
on
today.
Waypoint. So we actually just
really do.
checked.
It's kind of bugging me. There's something important I need
Did
to
it
do.
this morning, dude.
I
You're
saved
good.
you.
Okay.
So we check game history and go back and grant back towards all eligible parties.
Where's their team?
I really have something on my mind. I just thank you. We have Obi.
Nah, nice
Let's
stick.
make this count. All right, we have like 3 people.
Grim, do a barrel roll. Should just like barrel roll
What's
off
the
this chair.
343 Sand Scorpion skin? Never heard of it.
Dude, the Sand Scorpion skin sounds
Okay,
awesome.
I have a good angle
Flagpole,
on them.
flagpole.
Wait, we have a flagpole?
Can
Yeah,
I
someone
get a
just dropped
skin for
down.
being in here?
wow.
I
Nope.
just grabbed him. Threw it in bed. Grab it, Robert.
That's all you need to do.
2 here. What are you doing? Turning around, you madman! I got 1. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. It was sick.
Wait, what are we doing?
Go, go,
Are we running flag?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, we got it. Go, go, go.
Get
More
him.
in here. 3 mid. In mid. Just lift it up mid. Their side.
I took a kill for you.
Get it back, get it back.
Got another one.
Go for it.
No.
Oh, man.
Save me.
Are we good?
No.
Top
Not
mid. Top
yet,
mid.
not
Top
yet.
mid.
You're all clear on
Grab
this.
it, grab it, run it back, run it back, run it back. Why are you running away? Why are you running away?
No, he's good.
Oh, okay. I got turned
Jeff,
around.
you
My
have no
camera
idea
got
what you're
turned around.
talking
Oh,
about.
please.
You have
Jeez.
no idea what you're saying.
I
Jeff.
blame the death cam. It's
Just
Halo
playing a
5's
different
fault. I read it in the forums.
Escort this thing home.
You're all clear, kid.
Very nice cat.
You got it.
Clear
You got
for
it. You got it. You got it. Yeah.
They're using my tricks of the poles. I'm gonna try to get an angle on this clever fella. No! Weak. On our doorstep, weak. Whoa. Nice. Very nice work.
I did.
Good job.
I won.
Who's coming in?
Oh, that was a good stick. Stuck you right in the face mask.
Cannot see it.
That's
Well,
a double.
that was mean.
Ole!
Literally knocked me like right off the
Yeah,
edge.
it's a triple.
Super rude.
And a triple. Damn.
And a triple.
Are they in our base still? Or did
I got it.
This map actually looks pretty darn good.
Yay, Viper.
That's right, Rose and Shadows. It does look pretty darn good. We have a really talented community, and actually, I believe all the Castle Wars maps are
Those
community.
maps are awesome.
Oh, so you can hear me.
Huh? No, somebody
Yeah,
else.
yeah. Yeah.
I can't hear you. Is Jeff talking? I thought
The instant
I
reaction.
thought I heard Kitty say these maps are great.
Oh no!
Stern off just turned my. He just fixed my levels for me. That's.
Oh, that's what it was. Thanks, Stern.
What the heck is
Oh,
going
the real
on here?
MVP.
No!
That's a double.
Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full.
Oh, nice.
Whoa!
Oh!
That was weird.
Sneaky camper. That would make a good gamer tag.
I got him.
Oh. Nice. Nice ground pound.
Well played, Sniper Beast 346. Well played.
Owned.
Gotcha.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty proud of our first cap that we got.
I know.
Gotta make sure this
is
close enough to this.
Snickerdoodle delivered, got us on the board.
It's a good cap. It's perfect timing too.
What?
Oh, I'm hurt.
How did that not kill him?
I thought she pulled it. I'm sorry.
How not kill him?
I'm getting the luckiest stickies this game.
That's the hard part. Anybody can just run it back in a straight line.
I wish Bravo. Oh, it moved up.
Sword's coming up soon.
MLG hype. That's right. It is so nice to be able to say MLG and know that we're not leaking something.
Man. Swords up. Man.
They're getting desperate, fam.
Eh.
They're getting desperate. They're getting desperate.
Yep.
They're hovering around outside, right close to spawn.
2 minutes and change.
That's right. They've got time. I would love to get another cap in. Oh, that was a nice nade. Hang back a little.
Got a guy sneaking in our door.
Weak on the right side. Nice stick. Alright, ready?
Is there a guy right outside the door still?
Top left, yeah. Right here.
There's one on the
Needs Obi.
left.
Got one.
Got you. Got you.
Two on our front door. Two on our front door.
Got you.
Things like this remind me how bad it
We're gonna get the heck out of this base.
That's why I play with the community, is to always remain humble.
Sorry about that. Just taking this thing up top. Missed it. Okay. Okay. See ya. That didn't go too well.
Watch their melee.
Ah!
Sorry.
I'm going
Oh, holiday plans
party.
grim.
Does anybody
I do
wanna
have
do
some
that
good
one?
holiday plans. Thanks.
I can
Thanks for
drop that
asking.
after this next one. It's fine.
We're gonna have to stop by about 5:30 though, guys. Just FYI.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's just those two that wanted to play.
What?
Cool.
They have OV bottom mid. Go on our base.
I thought I heard like Halo soundtrack music. Yeah, come rushing in here.
You got the best of me, that fella.
What's up, guys?
Yo, what's up?
Hey, we've got about a minute
Someone's
left.
audio
And then I'm gonna back out.
Gotcha!
Yeah, I've just been taking screenshots of Smoke Forge stuff.
Alright, 3 dead.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Timing it!
Azure
Wow.
6.
Oh!
Ah!
That was some ground pound time.
So we probably got what, one more match after this?
Thank you.
Maybe 2, but yeah.
Maybe 2.
Yeah, probably good.
Josh, 30 seconds.
I'm up for more Castle Wars next week though.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
All the
Ole.
Castle Wars.
They're coming in. They're coming in with the goose.
No, I got the goose.
Got the goose. All right, we
I got it.
should be good. I don't think they can get a pull.
Nice cleanup, Sam.
That was awesome.
Thanks. Oh, that's a speed boost. Where is he? Oh my god.
He went over to the right of our door. All right.
Yeah, let's go.
Very nice. I kind of want to play real life Castle Wars.
I'd like
Real
to.
life
What would
Castle
you
Wars.
like? What would you play with? Like real swords and actual killing, or like with big pool noodles or something?
Castle Wars to the death is what I was thinking.
Okay. Oh, you're bailing?
We're just gonna rotate in another player.
Unacceptable. What is acceptable, of course, is you guys joining us today on the stream. Thank you very much. We had an awesome 2017 Halo year in review. I'm Grim, the Sketch. We got Brav here. We're also joined by HaloWaypoint.com forum moderators. We were playing Castle Wars in Halo 5 and giving away 343 Ice Unicorn skins to anybody that matches us while we are playing in this official community playdate
One or two
session.
more games, maybe? Sure.
We've got at least one more game. This could be our last game. If it's a fast game, then I think we've got time for one more. But we have a pretty hard stop at about 5:30. So yeah, you're in. Are we full? 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like we're missing somebody.
We only have 7 in our party.
Who are we missing? Yeah.
Kenny.
We got like 30 seconds to start.
Kenny. Do you know what? You know what Frank got me for Christmas? He got me Pickering's gin baubles. Have you had those?
Are we good?
Yeah, it's the same
Are we
gin
good?
that we had in Edinburgh.
4-4. All right.
Yeah, start it up.
Let's do it.
One of the gins we had in Edinburgh.
Yeah, I got my mum a bottle of Pickerings for her birthday.
Oh, dude! So the gin baubles are the whole thing is like they're like hand picked. They act like they're hand picked gin baubles from the forests of Scotland, and they're little like ornaments that you put on the tree. They're awesome. I'll have to send you a
Oh
picture.
my god.
It's cool.
Speaking of Scotland,
oh, that's so cool.
You get
The hardest
six
to
of them,
do.
they all
Yeah,
have like a
totally,
little
yeah.
bit of gin. If you go to the Pickering's Twitter, they have like a video of the elves going into the forest.
Thank you for joining us on
even
our
happening?
Harry Potter stream. Harry
even
Potter
happening?
experience
I'm
stream.
not putting me on camera. You're putting me on camera. That's your fault, man.
All right, we're undefeated.
Actually, I was going to
That's
ask,
true.
since he was reading the night before Halo from the Halo Encyclopedia, does that mean that story is officially canon now?
Jeff, over to you. The question
I think there's quite a few things in that Halo Encyclopedia
repeat
that
the
aren't quite
question.
canon,
People
but we won't
can't
talk
hear
about that.
Jeff.
No, people heard it. Yeah, but you can repeat it.
What?
I don't know what the hell is going
I
on.
don't know who can hear what, where, when. All I know is I'm wearing 2 headsets.
And can't hear anything.
I can't.
You've got twice the auditory capabilities, but half the hearing.
Send a hello to Halo Protocol. What's up, Halo Protocol?
Hey,
What's up,
Halo Protocol.
Halo fan page in Brazil.
All right,
Oh.
nice.
Okay.
We should go
Very
to
cool.
Brazil. We need a
We
fan
need to go to
fest.
Brazil.
We need a fan
That's
fest.
true.
We haven't been
We
to-
should have
haven't been to Brazil.
Halo
There's
Fest
an
Brazil.
Xbox event down there, isn't there?
Yeah, well, I mean, we haven't been to Brazil Game Show in a long time. We sent 2 people to Brazil Game Show a long time.
I am, yeah, totally down. No, I want to see Frankie live. Well, that's good. Anything else would be weird and mean.
I think this may have to be our last game.
This is it, huh?
Yeah, I think this is probably going to be our last game.
Yeah, I think this is probably going to be our last game.
Green Skull, we'll come.
I'll come into Toronto.
I'll be happy to come to Toronto.
Canada's
I'd
love.
love to come to Toronto again.
I'll come up there.
Haven't been there since Fan Expo 2008 with Buzz Aldrin and Henry Winkler.
Wow, that's an A-list.
That is supposed to the best.
No! What?
Oh, come
man.
on.
Halo Fest at Green Skull. So we'll just all go to Green Skull's
Setting
house.
new records for suicides.
Montreal now. Eric Booth stepping in. We got a little Canadian rivalry.
Uh-oh. I think I would
Week on the goose.
probably do Montreal before
Oh.
We got
Toronto.
A
I don't know.
some runs.
I know more people in Toronto.
I know Green
I
Skull.
miss Dan. I miss Nevin.
Viper, you want to do it?
Yep, let's do it.
We got shade turrets up. All right, clear the middle.
Hold on,
Coming
guys.
through
You know
here.
what?
Take care of that.
I haven't had a vehicle shoot
Get out of the way.
yet. I'm getting on a vehicle.
Here we go.
In our base. Sketch.
We got to get out and fight here.
It's got a sword. Guy on our base.
Traded.
Oh, they got me.
I got the guy out of our base. We traded.
All right, here we go.
Yeah. Come on now. Oh.
We got
Yeah.
that, right? Is that, that Warthog died?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
I
him.
got a stack.
Is this the map that had the...
Halo Fest
What
Vancouver.
spawns here in the middle?
It's too close to see. We would just have it in Seattle.
Prophet's Bane.
Oh, yeah,
Prophet's
okay.
Bane and the speed boost up top.
Oh, they got somebody up on their little turret.
How did that not blow him up?
So do we.
Two hogs.
They're in our base. Yep.
Too far. Nope, too short.
They ran out.
Just
They,
barely, though.
No, they're still going. Oh, that was terrible.
Whoa, I'm too slow.
They're gonna make a pull. They're gonna make a pull.
I was too high up.
Viper's getting ready to get up there, maybe.
Yeah, I'm up here.
Our flag's out. Our flag's out.
I know. That's what I was saying.
I'm going.
Flag's out. Let's get
He's
that
weak.
kill. I'm gonna flank behind him.
Watch out.
Alright, they got the re.
Oh, they returned it.
Yeah, we got the return too.
We got our return, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Speed boost is up top ridge.
They have it?
Oh, that was
Where's
a
up?
bad
No, it's
decision.
just up there now.
Come
Just
on.
spawn.
What's up? I missed that whole flagpole. What happened?
I got a trade. Somehow a bull true on the person
Right.
that killed me. I don't know.
I got the
Number one.
That one's going up top mid.
Got him.
Dang it.
They got one jumping across the pillars. Left side.
Ready? Here we go. Nice job. Watch out, bro.
Whoa.
We're making this happen.
Get behind the pillar.
Go for it,
I
bro.
got him.
Go for it, bro.
Let's go.
Go.
Let's go. Let's make
Go, 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 go.
Get the spawners.
Behind me.
Let's go, let's
I gotta
go.
get out.
Trying to
fight.
get the spawners.
No, son of a. We had a close run. If I
Is anybody up still going?
do anything? No, I think you're alone.
Is that like?
I'm up top.
All right,
No,
I'm just.
I'm up top. I got
I'm trying to get. I'm
flags.
trying to get their spawners.
Let's do it.
Someone's
I'm-
coming down off the bridge.
I'm just killing dudes when they come out of the spawn.
He's weak. He's weak. Get him.
Oh, we're just going.
Did the flag get out?
I gotta get out. I gotta get out for that.
Yep,
I got one.
I got flag. I'm going.
Yeah,
Cool. Keep it up.
Ow!
Can he come back? With the hug? He just kept going.
That wasn't. No, that was them.
No, who just jumped off the map? Fuck.
Come on, come on, come on.
Oh, that was Kenny had a hog and he just kept fucking going.
No, that was an enemy hog.
I was in the warthog. It was
Oh.
our hog.
Well, there was an enemy hog. He hit me.
Regardless, we're doing okay. I don't know how.
Right.
I just
Nobody
witnessed a whole
knows
bunch
today.
of crazy crap going on.
I just distracted the hell out of them in their base.
Somehow we got this thing coming
Yeah,
on. Now
bad.
just don't
If you
fall off
can't
the
say I
map.
don't play the objective anymore. Just cap.
Did we score?
I wasn't
Yeah,
paying
we kept.
attention.
There we
Nice
go.
job, squad.
Warthog coming in.
Down.
Should be weak enough.
Yep, she made it in.
Ow.
Wow, wait. Where does that K-Man guy?
Nice double kill.
I don't really know.
He died. He did.
Someone jumped across the pillars. Your side, Wolf.
Alright.
Ooh.
Sketch, you're live, your POV. See you, Brian.
Huh?
You're live.
Oh, I get my.
Yep.
I got my own lower thirds now.
Ooh.
Oh damn! It's time for red sweatshirt
Pressure.
guy to step up.
The heat is on.
No. Don't let him get a triple.
Dude, these turrets.
Ow,
Oh,
that was.
Ouch.
I literally couldn't see through the hail
Warthog,
of
coming in hot.
shade
Weak.
fire.
Warthog guy's out.
Somebody said mom. Bravo said the F word.
Viper's getting ready to get another pull. Viper's getting a pull.
Let's see you, Viper.
Oh, that was. Oh, that was dumb.
I got two.
It's
I got
out.
two.
It's out, right?
I got two while we pull.
Yeah, they're gonna get a return.
The enemy flag has been returned. That's alright.
Let me in.
Boom. Nice cleanup. Thank you. Good cleanup, Viper.
I'm thinking new feature.
Oh my no! What's going on?
Hey, I'm thinking new feature for next game.
Oh my god!
New feature for next game is lap up in the hog. You want to lap up?
I don't know what just happened there.
I'd lap up.
That was not good driving. Hey, why is there just a Prophet's Bane on the ground?
Ah!
Where's the Prophet's Bane?
I got it. Yeah, no one picked it up. It's just right outside our base.
Very nice.
I was like, why don't you have it?
I do now.
Yeah, just do sneaky, sneaky. We won't tell anybody. Guys, Sketch has Prophet's Bane. You're going to give it away if you're loud.
Stop yelling.
Oh, that was some
Wait
bull.
for it. Wait for it.
Pop-Tarts.
They're pulling flag.
2-minute warning.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm so glad this...
Our flag's been taken.
Oh, we got somebody coming in for a pull.
Let's go!
I got him!
No, that wasn't on stream. Son of a...
You weren't on stream, bro.
No,
They're
and I
watching
got a
me, like,
perfect grab.
slowly
What?
creep, and
I just killed 2. I need help.
Go. Watch out. Nade in front. Nade in
Another
front.
one. I just... And then the trip. No. Man.
All right.
I'm saving the game here for the first time off stream.
Keep going, Rob. Keep going. I'm really scared to move.
You got no sketch. Get away from that door as fast as
I'm
you can.
trying.
Three coming mid right now.
I made it.
Good shot, Brian. You got this.
John TYS. Grimheart. John Hart.
They saw me, but I killed
On
them.
the front door. Nice. You got it, Brian. Just keep going up.
We got 1 minute left.
All right, 1 minute left. Brian's gonna get a pull. In our base right now. Guys, behind you on the stairs. Behind you, Wolf.
Yep. Oh, there's a lot of them in here.
Yeah. They're getting a pull for sure.
Should I grab it?
Not yet.
Too late.
Find our flag.
Oh, I got one. There's clean them up. Nice, Brav.
I got him. Get that re.
I need some help in the mid. Need some help.
Just keep coming, Brian.
Nice return.
Just 30
That's okay. Good return. That's better.
Oh, all that.
I'm not good at judging distances on these huge maps.
Damn it.
I'm not good at driving on these maps.
That was a lot of creeping for no
Oh,
payoff.
dude, I understand.
Prophet's Bane's here.
Got him.
I think that's dead, right?
Got him.
And that's a triple.
Very nice.
Over!
Grim's first overkill.
Ever.
Grim's first overkill.
Did they
ever.
actually?
I think the game ended literally right before, though, so
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
probably getting a
weird.
triple.
Yeah, that event kicks in.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right.
Grim, let's see.
I'm gonna
The
have
over.
No, it just...
It's a triple!
I know.
All that talk about an overkill and it's a triple?
No, literally, got the kill. It ended right before the
Grim
kill,
almost
so
got
it's
his
only the
first
trip.
over.
All right, GG's, everyone. GG's.
Yep.
I think we're going to have to wrap it
Yeah,
up.
good games.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
I'd like to play some more next week.
Good hanging out.
Yeah,
I'll
I
be
think
around
so.
next week. We'll be playing some
Let's
more.
play next week.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much
Cool.
for hanging out with us today. It's been our year in review,
Hey,
Halo
this is awesome.
2017.
Thank you.
It's been
Thanks
an
for
awesome
playing
year.
with us, everyone.
Yeah, it was great.
That's right. Wouldn't be the same
Thanks
without
for
you.
watching, everyone. Happy
Let's have a good one next year.
holidays. We will see you online.
Yes. Bye.
That's a wrap.
Happy holidays. Happy New Year.
And that's it. We'll cut. All right.